Ooh, sound effects too.
You like it?
All right.
That's special just for us.
We just need to have all of our viewers in right now. They need to understand that it needs to start out here because they need to see those transitions. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've got a slightly different one for the gaming stuff. Like I said, you saw those too. I kind of showed those back and forth.
Right.
So I have a slightly different one for the gaming kind of things. That's really cool, by the way. Hello and good evening. Hello and good evening, Baker. How are you? So I have a couple... I have a different one for the gaming stuff, and when I was showing that the other day, people were like, wait, what did I miss? Show it to me again. So I was like literally going to another scene and coming back just so they keep seeing it. Everyone's like, do it again. So yeah, it was pretty fun. But then I realized like right there, I was like, oh, I need to switch over. We need to go. I may have him just pad that out by one more minute. Like don't have anything else take up time to go, but just have it take another minute before it starts to loop again.
Oh, right.
Because when I'm solo, that's plenty of time. But like I said, us, we're still I actually still have a couple more things to do as we're chatting here. This Thursday evening, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. Pocket, is good to see you.
Hi, Pocket.
Hot Pocket?
Yes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are About Beverages, as you saw from that huge logo that took forever to finally just kind of go up.
No, that was cool.
It was cool, wasn't it?
Very cool.
Super neat.
Talented people out there on the interwebs.
Yeah.
Somebody that you game with? Or
no, it was, kind of indirectly. I found this person through a tweet, through someone else I've recently started to follow. I've been hopping into their streams a little bit, and they have been very welcoming. His name is Alan, and he also plays Destiny, and so like I said, so I've been hopping in and out there. He's super nice, really welcoming, and I saw him tweet. It was like, hey, if you guys are looking for any work, these kind of things, this guy is doing it, and he had a little message, so I started messaging him. Got back to me really quickly. Wonderful to work with. Everything was just perfect. He's in South Africa, I think. So it was like,
oh my gosh,
it was different time zones. So it was like,
wow.
I would give him details like up until about 9 or 10 in the morning. And then after that, it was kind of like, the world went dark for a little while. And then it would like, 2 or 3 in the morning, if I happened to see an email or when I got up the next morning, that was the response to it. So, but even through all of that, like I said, wonderful to work with. He knew it was good. I had this brainstorm of these ideas of what I kind of wanted, and I was able to communicate them well. And then he took them even to another level and even made them better than I thought they could be. So I was super, super happy about that.
Intercontinental.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess we've already done that in a lot of chats and gamings and things like that, but now our graphics
That's true. Yep. Now our graphics are fully, intergalactic planetary. Yeah. So as we've got a lot of we do have a lot of beverages. We have an abundance of beverages this evening. If someone wants to, I can do it. There's the beverage command. Holy shnikes! Look at all that stuff.
Oh my!
It's almost too much. Should we just not even do any of them? It's just too many?
We could. If we're not going to do one, let's not do the one that we have here because. It's more, I think, entertainment and humor value than anything. But
I like
you
that.
Never know. You never know.
I like that.
Could be good.
If you miss out on the full live shows, I have been tweeting some of the little snippets out of there because they are pretty funny. I don't know. Did you see our tweet today? Did you go through our Twitter?
I did not do that today.
Did you see, so I tweeted the snippet where we were talking about Chris Gaines last week.
Oh God,
because this is funny as hell. So I tweeted that last week.
Well, funny enough, I was listening to Sirius the other day.
Chris Gaines, go on.
Well, indirectly, it was actually Garth Brooks.
Oh, okay.
But the song that you mentioned as your favorite by him was
The Dance?
31 years ago this week, it was the number 2 country song.
Oh.
31 years ago. Song is
Did it ever make it any higher than number 2?
Yeah, no, it was the number 1 for 3 weeks.
Seems like that almost would have had even some crossover too. Did that not make it higher on a pop chart?
That I don't know. I'd have to listen to that.
That seems like a fact. Normally,
look into that. I don't know that, but it was number 1 for 3 weeks.
All right, let me crack open this first thing here.
Let's do it.
Let me get. I forgot last week. Let me get some graphics up on the screen there. So it's this.
It is that.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, this is something that we have at Trader Joe's. I've walked by it numerous times over the past month or so.
So it's not a new item.
Well, fairly new, but
okay.
Newish. And I thought, what is that? It says wine water. Wine and water. I was like, okay. And
so it's a Jesus thing.
I don't. Turning water into wine. turning water and wine into wine water. Even we could do that.
Exactly.
You don't have to be Jesus.
We don't need any miracles for that.
Hey, he took the wine and water and turned it into wine water. Wow. Just like he turned the cheese and crab. No, I didn't. And anyway, but for some reason, something just struck me today, and I thought we just need to try this for a little. Actually, I know what it was. No, it said
at the back of the can it says perfectly paired.
It said perfectly paired for
two guys that want to talk about beverages.
Yeah, there it is. No, it was perfectly paired. God darn it. For your active lifestyle.
Oh, Jesus.
So
is this an active lifestyle beverage?
I don't know.
Oh, God
but
damn
it's
it.
perfectly paired for your active lifestyle. And when I saw that, I think that actually was the clincher. I was like, okay.
That's what put it over the top.
This will be funny. And what's even funnier is you've poured the basically it's a wine spritzer, I think.
That's kind of what
it's sparkling water.
When you showed it to me, and after I read it for a split second, that's what I thought. Says served chilled, obviously contains sulfites, contains alcohol, under 5%, so it is sessionable.
Right.
Lol. A refreshing combination of pure sparkling water and French Sauvignon Blanc wine produced in the heart of Bordeaux. So no money was spared on this. On
the white wine.
No expense was spared.
This is it's only 69 calories. It's like
no sugar. It said.
Yeah.
How is it no sugar?
Sparkling water. It's not like. It's
but there's wine in here too, isn't there?
Well, I guess maybe no added sugars.
I thought.
I don't know. We've got this is.
I got the website
too.
here. There's this says 0 grams of sugar. Literally 0 grams of sugar.
There's this thing at work lately with. I mean, we had a wine. I would say within the last year, and it was called Slim Vines. It's like reduced calorie. We've got like these 3.
That's M&M's wine.
What is it?
Slim Shady wine? No,
Slim Shady wine. Slim Shady wine.
Yeah.
And we've got another one right now. I think that's featured in the flyer, and it's also like 100-calorie wine, and I don't know. So anyway,
actually, this is the part that is going to get everybody very excited. Right here, let's see if I can make that larger. Right there, 69 calories.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
For your pleasure.
For your pleasure.
For your drinking pleasure.
Sparkling wine for your drinking. All right. I am very fascinated by this. Smelled like some water got poured into my Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah. Some also a little
grassy.
Yeah, almost a little
like, but almost
funk
toward. I was just going to say almost a little toward funk, like
funky grass.
Well, we need to get this grass ready, so we put some manure in it. No. There's a little grassy, yeah. Yeah, grassy, earthy little funk. Yeah, a little wet straw,
which is
or
not
hay
probably
or
what you want in this type of beverage. I wouldn't, at least. Hopefully, it's not there in the taste. So,
all right, let's just try it then. It's got a little tangy zip to it.
Yeah.
It's like it's the miracle whip of Sauvignon Blanc.
It tastes better than it smells.
Yes. Yes, it does. Well, I guess
a little bit of lime. It's like, a little lime almost in there.
Yeah, a little lime, probably just, I was going to say lemon, but yeah, no, I think it is just kind of more lime. There's still a little bit of that, like kind of more like fresh cut grass kind of thing in there.
It's in a can, so maybe I guess that's good by the pool or good if you want to, if you're going outdoors with your active lifestyle. That is funny. I felt like in Spaceballs when they're sniffing cans of air.
Because of the air shortage. I thought it might be a little bit more sweet, I guess. Maybe I thought there'd be a touch more of that in there. That's not bad. Yeah. Actually, you know what I thought it'd be a little bit more of? I thought it'd be a little bit more lively on the carbonation.
Yeah, that disappeared pretty fast.
Not like champagne in any way. Like I didn't think it would be
catching
like
in my throat.
That's okay. Not like I thought it'd be champagne in any way, but I thought for some reason that because like the carbonation's already almost gone. Which sometimes there are some sparkling waters that are like that.
Yeah, you got to shake them up to bring the carbonation.
I guess
back.
So we could try it.
Yeah, there you go. You're getting a little bit back, but it's not really.
It's gone.
Yeah, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
There it is, and where'd it go?
I was about to make a South Park reference there. Have you seen the South Park where they're talking about investing in stocks and it's like then the market crashes and like the kids are like, I got this $100 from grandma and my parents say I have to invest it at the bank. All right, we'll take that and put that in some diversified mutual funds and it's gone. What? Well, sorry, son, the market crashes. We were investing for you. And then that made me tie into, did you see the deal that they just signed today with Paramount? Six more years of South Park, Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Really?
Movie deal, more video games. $900 million.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was like multiple movie deal. I think it was an additional 6 years of South Park. And then I don't know if it was 1 or 2 videos. Like I said, I'd have to go through the whole article again. But yeah,
they should have those kids actually grow up, become adults.
That would be funny.
And the adult South Park, and then they can have their own kids. What
year was it that they went? Remember they went to the 4th grade or something like that? Remember?
Yeah, that was early on. Though.
Oh, was that early on? Okay.
With when Mr. Garrison left, and they had his jokes on.
Let's see. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are making $900 million worth of South Park.
Wow. So is it not going to be on Comedy Central anymore?
Parker still will make 6 new seasons of South Park for Comedy Central, bringing their long-running show to season to 30. The duo will create a mind-boggling 14 spin-off films for the company's streaming service.
Jeez.
So it's like a lot of, so those won't always necessarily be South Park, but obviously the 2 of them will be creating things for them. Spin-off coming for the company's streaming service, Paramount Plus. There will be the first South Park movie so there'll be another South Park movie. First 2 films of this deal reportedly debut before the end of 2021.
Wow.
2 a year are scheduled through 2027, according to Deadline. They need to produce this. And then there was something too about, I think, another video game in the works as well.
That quote.
What?
Comedy Central's been our home for 25 years, and we're glad they've made a commitment to us for the next 75 years. That's what it said.
Parker and Stone said in a statement when he came to Viacom with a different way to produce the show during the pandemic. We're immediately supportive and able to try something new and turned out to be really well received. We can't wait to get back to doing traditional South Park episodes and all sorts of new formats. So yes, they are very rich people and they're very smart and funny people. So
wow.
I'm fine with that for the most part.
I haven't watched any of those new ones in a long time.
I haven't either. Like they're on HBO. Like we have HBO Plus. Like so I think a lot of those are on there.
Well, that's what it said. It might create a bit of a sticky situation. Now that was a sticky situation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's not bad. It's weirdly tart and tangy.
It's good though. It doesn't have like the seltzers have that fake sweet that we don't like.
Oh, for sure.
At least this doesn't have that. It's just
at least this just has real alcohol going on. I mean, that's just a bonus in itself. Atheism, thank you for the follow. That is something I have wanted to see follow for quite a long time. I can get behind that. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Actually, but I need, unfortunately, I need to get the original atheism to follow me. I don't know about this ex-atheism. That seems like a imposter.
Could be.
That's unfortunate. It was taken from you at some point. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the follow. Appreciated. Yeah, that could use a little bit more. All right. So speaking of carbonation, bubbles, beer, which we're about to get to, we have a beer that's also going to be kind of another like opener. We're not like necessarily podcasting on it.
Right.
I've got a little video that I watched today. Debo put this actually in the beverage section of the Discord. I don't think it was in, maybe he put it in Food for Thought. I should look. ! Discord if you guys want to hop into the Discord and see that kind of stuff, where there's always some recipes. There's obviously the beverages we're having every day, the stuff I'm streaming about, all those things. Actually, you know what? I took this off.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Debo food isms in a while.
There we go. We'll put that back up like that. Yeah, he's. They have been in here. So if you do follow on Discord, he's putting recipes and different things up in here. So
not actually tempting us during the stream, at least
not
during
as
this.
Much. He's in the middle of a move, so he's been a little more busy lately. But but anyway, so he was kind enough to send over this video, which I will get going here. This is how a beer sommelier says is the perfect way to pour a beer.
Okay.
This is and I found this very interesting, and I think for the most part, this is kind of about how we pour a beer. It was slightly different, so maybe we'll try that with both of the ones that we have tonight and see if we notice any kind of a major difference. Let me get this up on the screen for everybody. I got this all set up a second ago, right there. Look at that. Look at that. The beer already looks delicious.
Looks good.
But I think that's the incorrect pour version, but we'll see. This has a lot of views, 4 million views, so this guy must know something.
Okay,
he is a beer sommelier, which...
That takes a lot.
That would be a neat thing to do.
I don't think I can handle that. It's a lot. It's a lot of knowledge.
We should go for the that would be an interesting piece of content. The About Beverage brothers go through the test to become what's the Cicerone?
Well, Cicerone, yeah.
No. What's the lower one though?
It's like beer. It's like beer server or something like that. Or
I want a little better than that, but somewhere in there, that would be interesting. We could make content of us like working and studying on those things, and then taking the test and filling it out. That could be some YouTube.
Because I think like Cap and Bottle has all their people have that.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway, all right. So I think I have the volume up for the most part. If not, I will crank it up a little bit more. But let's go ahead and watch it. It's a very short video. It's only 2 minutes. Oh yeah, volume looks good. Look at that. You've been pouring all.
Yeah,
around.
we don't do that.
Oh, that's actually I think the correct way.
We always want to drink beer out of a glass, because beer has a sound to it, just like a taste, and beer is carbonated, and we need to release that carbonation into a glass. What beer foam can do in your belly? So when you go out, you might see a beer poured like this, where the server's only goal in the life is to not let any of that CO2 out of the beer. A couple things here. One, without that color foam, it's not really a beer. Two, I decided I'm going to order some nachos. And I take that first bite, and once it hits my belly, that happens. So there's about 2.5 bottles of CO2 in this beer that weren't released in the glass. That's 100% what's going on in my stomach.
That's interesting.
Yes, that was what I found fascinating.
Think, wow, every time I had beer, I get really bloated. And that's what's going on. Or you can get a beer and you pour it down the side with vigor, and you're breaking that CO2 out. And granted, people say that looks like a lot of foam, but foam always turns into beer. And then I take that same bite of food, and I try to...
I don't know if he did his vigorous thing there.
And it's not agitating my stomach.
I think probably because the bottle was already so full.
So that's how important it is to pour
but
beer
it did not go, like you didn't see it go
this
crazy
foam
in the
is where you
glass.
taste the sweetness of the malt and the bitterness of the hops. But really, it's going to protect the integrity of that aroma that's underneath the foam through each sip.
So yeah, a little bit of an initial angle, and then you crank it up to get some of that out of there. And then you play a little smooth jazz, and you sip, and you and you're looking at someone very, very deep eyes right there. You're like, oh,
very tall.
Oh, what's going on?
His eyes
here?
are rolling back into.
They are. That is a really good beer. It must be a Pliny the Elder, is all I can say.
It seemed like the first one, and that's the thing, like when they show before and after, like here's the makeup, or here's what this did for the person. Usually, or whatever the treatment is, they usually show them without makeup. Their face is like sad, you know, and they're like kind of hunched. And then in the after, it's like now they have makeup on, they're smiling, and their posture's good. It's like,
but the makeup did that for them. It helped their posture.
Whatever it was,
it pulled their posture together.
The before and after was featuring. Yeah, they.
Am I done? Nice. Have I done this video enough here? He's like, can I be finished?
So it seemed like you didn't quite do it with as much, but
I think there was just less vigor there, but just because it was already so full.
Okay, so he's saying
all the carbonation is still like hanging
let that out. So he's saying if you pour it nice and flat like that, the carbonation is still staying there.
Stays in the or is submerged in the liquid.
That's intriguing. I like that.
Let's see, where is he?
Then the
where the server's only goal in the life is to not let any of that CO2 out of the beer.
Funny if he was opening up like a Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Without that color foam, it's not really a beer. Two, I decided I'm going to order some nachos. And I take that first bite.
So I'm not exactly sure why he's using a tampon applicator to stick in here, but he is.
What is that?
At first, when I saw this video, I thought he was using.
I thought it was a piece of jicama.
I thought it was a mozzarella stick or something, or jicama, something uncooked mozzarella stick, or just like he pulled some cheese.
What is that?
Then later, I was like, that kind of looks like an applicator. I don't know what's going on there.
And once it hits my belly,
4, 5, 6, 7.
That happens.
He did that 7 times.
Yeah.
So there's about 2.5
you're not
bottles
wrong.
of
This is a
CO2 in
little,
beer that weren't released in the glass.
I think he does
That's
it 2 or 3
what's
in
going
the.
on in my stomach if the beer's not poured properly.
So you can really tell though. So yes, I will give you that.
My belly,
but you can also see like
that happens.
how much is kind of the carbonation that's going on.
About 2.5 bottles of CO2 in this beer. It's going on.
All right, so we'll skip ahead
CO2
here.
Out.
See, I think he should have stopped pouring a little quicker because it's already at the top.
Right.
But foam always turns into beer. And then I take that same bite of food.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Swallow. And it's not agitating my stomach because I have broken that CO2 out in the glass. So that's how important it is.
It's like the exact same size amount of beer foam on there, but the whole idea is that he's trying to make the point of like that you drank that in there and then that
Right.
foam happens
And
in your
it's gonna
stomach
happen
as
in
opposed
there.
to out here.
Out here.
Yeah,
Right.
which
Yeah, I get
I think is a fair point.
Okay.
But yeah, little things like that always bug me too. And I think
I
that's
want exactly.
yeah, that's the critique I always have. Like even when we do taste tests, and I'm like, how could this be like ripped apart or whatever? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like even when we do,
Well, like we're
things.
going to do a blind tasting on these scotches later, and they're going to be the same glass essentially, right?
They will be.
One might have a logo on it or something, but it's gonna be the same shape, same size. It's gonna, and so everything is gonna, be as equal. We're going to remove as many of the variables as possible. So
Yeah, exactly.
But no, that's something I never thought about. So
I never have either. And like I said, so we are going to pour a couple beers, which I could go grab one of those right now. Do you want to have that first beer?
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
That was a lot to think about right there.
It was. Well, because I was thinking that I've heard this before. In fact, when we were in California, one of the people that we visited, he was saying he doesn't drink a lot of beer because he doesn't drink a lot of beer because it feels it weighs him down. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe that, and I've heard somebody say that before, and I never understood that though, because maybe I let my beer sit long enough. So
could be.
But yeah, I guess if you're not doing that though, you're not causing that reaction. So interesting. So.
Yeah. All right. I will go grab that. Unfortunately, I don't need to do any kind of cool transition here, so you don't get to see the transition. So I'm just going to go get it.
You could just do it.
I could if you want.
Let's open the show again. No,
do you want to see it? Well, we don't have to do that whole transition, but I could do the, where is it? Be Right Back podcast, just so you can see this.
Oh, that's cool.
And then normally it would go right there.
Oh, it goes right to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, now they can still hear you right now.
Oh my gosh.
That way.
Jeez, I really wish I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, let's just let's go back to here.
I love the sound effects.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't even mention sound effects, so that was one of the things that was brought to the table.
That's good. Those are good effects.
Let me go grab glasses and a beer. Do you want to actually? I'll put it up on the screen if you want to talk about it a little bit. Wait, hold on. Figuring out where it is. It's this one.
Got it here.
Down here at the Shop Beer Company.
The Shop Beer Company. So we're going to try this here. I'm going to find my. So Tap and Bottle during the month of July had a contest. It was an IPA. It was like July IPA. And they started out, I believe, with 32 IPAs, and they've got it down to their final 4. They had some sort of either voting or competition or something. Some way it was determined to whittle this group of 32 down to 4. And then there's going to be voting for your favorite one. And so and this is good too. Yeah, you did mention that. So they're going to feature on tap their final 4, which is Bell's Two Hearted, Pueblo Vita Sirius, The Shop Church Music, and Toppling Goliath King Sue. Toppling Goliath, I've really liked the beer. That's the one from Iowa that we've tried both.
This IPA is from Iowa,
and it was it was really, and I bought a couple from them since, and they're priced well too.
Okay.
And this one is one I've heard from a friend about that. It was like, it's okay, but when we were at Tap and Bottle actually, and I was asking her about things that get for a party, things that might be. Rebecca actually said, she's like, "Have you had the church or the church music?" And I was like, "I have not." So when we were looking for a little something extra to open with today, I thought, well, we'll tie into our good friends at Tap and Bottle and try something. Now I went through every can on the shelf we had, and the newest or the most freshest one I could find was brewed on 6.9 or canned on 6.9. So
nice.
It's a couple months. What?
Another 69.
Goes into
another
it ties in.
Another 69
we have a theme
tie-in.
going here.
Apparently we do. 69 is our tie-in for the evening.
6/9/21.
That's right. That's right there. Oh,
No?
I don't know why I always think they're in San Diego.
Yeah, no, they're Phoenix.
Okay.
The couple of things I've had from them in the past, I've been like, it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, I would agree.
It's not. I mean, they don't. I mean,
have we actually rated anything of theirs on Untapped before?
I don't know if we have, or if we podcasted on anything from them. I'm not sure.
Oops. No, I don't need to create an account.
Oh, good. So this carbonation will not be released in my stomach.
I tried to pour. Yeah, I had to try.
When I dropped the nachos in my stomach violently.
Yeah. The nachos.
Yes.
I think that's. I am not a robot. Signing in, so hopefully we can actually see.
Oh, and Stone has a new Enjoy bike coming out.
So
I mean, it's probably already out.
Up Beer Church Church music.
Talk about.
So this
Church music. Talk about.
So 6.7%, 3.87 on Untapped. Not that that means anything. That's just the aggregate of everyone else that happens to have rated this thing.
So it's sessionable. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's actually a little shy of being sessionable.
Oh, I didn't realize. Is that a hazy? It's a hazy.
It did say juicy on the side of the can.
Okay.
Yes, it did. I did see that. They weren't calling it. They were calling hazy juicy. So they were going for that style. This smells really nice.
Yeah, it does smell good.
Maybe my expectations were too low.
I think that's good.
Just wanted to ask if you guys ever podcast over hard ciders, and if so, what's your favorite so far? Excellent question, Atheism.
You just wanted to say that.
I do. I love every bit of that. We've done several hard ciders. Actually, recently we had some. They were from Stem Cider.
Yeah, we tried a couple. Their pear and the raspberry.
Pear and the raspberry. The raspberry stem cider was very good. What else have we had? We can actually.
We tried the Tieton. That was the strawberry, hazy strawberry.
Oh yeah.
And then I left you the peach, the bourbon barrel peach.
Oh yeah, the peach one was pretty good too.
That we tried the Excelsior.
That's right, the Excelsior. Right, we did try that one to the apple.
That was good.
A lot of these, like I said, again, you tied me right into a shameless plug. If you go to YouTube and subscribe on there, that's where we put up the majority of our podcasts. And as of late, we started earlier this year, all of these shows that we've been doing for years and years, I'm finally putting them up in full archive format. So if we don't break the podcasts out into like smaller little bits, the full shows are there and it's listed what is all in those. But yeah, we've tried tons of ciders over the years. I'm trying to think of even like way back, there was those ones that had different yeasts and stuff in them, and I forgot what the name of it. We used to get those.
Oh, the Crispin?
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
the Crispin hard ciders, and obviously we've had some of the woodchuck ones, the bourbon barrel aged woodchuck ciders.
That's really good.
Those are usually
really
pretty good. Yeah, anything that's got some barrel aging in it is usually pretty good. I did like the stem raspberry cider. That one was quite good.
Yeah.
Those have probably been, and I know those are kind of some of those a little more recent, but those have been some of my favorites as of late. But we're always open to suggestions. If you enjoy cider, let us know what you like, and we're always excited to look for and try new things as well.
Yeah, nice aroma.
It does have a nice aroma. They should have named this Church Mosaic and used Mosaic hops. I'm just saying.
Church Mosaic.
They made a big mistake. Could have done better. I'm gonna be honest. I like that I just got to switch back to my regular chair. Kind of glad you brought your chair over. So
yes, you can't see them, but we are using different chairs.
We actually are. Yeah, it's not really. My posture is always the same. Most people think, well, and actually, I haven't had this comment when we're both here. I think they assume we're sitting down since we're drinking things. But I get a lot when people come in and when I'm gaming Monday through Friday, and they're like, "Oh, you're standing." And I'm like, "No, not standing. Good posture. Good posture."
We could stand one time, but we'd need a taller table.
We would. Yeah, or we'd need to elevate our camera, do a lot of things. Yeah.
Yep.
What was the joke we had when we first kind of set up the stream? You were in here a little bit. We were like, "Oh, we should take the tall chairs that I have out in there and like set them up here. And we have to reach way down." So,
like we're giants.
I was going to say, being from California, I love the Golden State Cider, Dry Apple, and Santa Cruz Classic Scrumpy. Ooh, all right. I need to look those up, and then I need to put those into. We have a section on the Discord, Discord, a section on the Discord. It's called the Pub, and that's where people, if they want to put in their beverage suggestions and other things, we'll put those there. So let me look these up right now so I can put them in there myself. Golden State Cider Dry Apple. Mighty Dry Cider.
Mighty.
Ooh, that looks refreshing. Our ciders.
In the middle of the street.
Mighty Dry, Gingergrass, Jamaica Brute, Mellow Green, Harvest Series, Elder Tree, Fool's Gold. Oh, here we go. California Fresh Farm Series. Newtown Pippin, Crimson Gold, Dry Apple. They just all, did I miss it? Mighty Dry? Was it that one?
Dry apple, probably, I guess.
Apple-driven dry cider. Okay, so Mighty Dry.
Oh,
is
it's
that
in
the one
tall
you're talking about?
cans.
Yes, Mighty Dry. Perfect.
Mighty.
That is a tall can. All right, I'm gonna
Excelsior.
Excelsior. I'm gonna get that added to the pub as something to try. And then what was the other one?
Scrumpy.
Santa Cruz Classic Scrumpy. Okay. Scrumpy is another brand. Okay. That's a Facebook.
Santa Cruz a Scrumpy.
Okay. Harvest. Santa Cruz classic. Okay, so they have a classic version. Oh, gotcha. Products. Cider. Just their hard apple cider. Yo, Buckeye, how's it going? Yo, Buckeye is who I was discussing with the other day. I was telling my brother about the his Abalur that he was about to have.
Oh, the Abalur.
Yeah, exactly. The 16 year, I think it was, because then we were conversing back and forth about the other one. And we were talking about the Abalur Abunda, the Sweet Heat. It's good stuff. I need to get one of those. I can always use another Scotch. Which I may have after tonight. I may have another Scotch.
You may have one.
I may have another Scotch. I may have to slide a few shekels across the table to you.
If our Scotch consigliere knows anything about Scotch, and he does.
At the very least, I'm assuming it'll be good enough to put in some mules.
Yeah, there you go.
That's kind of like
for $16.
That's my low bar,
So, yeah.
or $20 or whatever the actual what is the current retail price?
The current retail price is
$19.99. $19.99. Okay. Yes. All right, I will definitely have to check those out. Thank you for throwing that in there, atheism. Just gonna enjoy that.
You are gonna enjoy that.
Yeah.
Just like Scorchateer and
Scorchateer and atheism, my two favorite new names on Twitch that have come in and followed.
What was the song? That was the and Scratchy show. We were singing to.
Oh yeah, it was the
Laz and the Scorchateer show, or
the Laz and Scorchy show. So because they had a podcast going on. It's a little lighter than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
like I said, there's a little nice, very light fruit going on in the middle of the tongue. It's very drinkable, crushable, whatever. I think it's probably the best I've had from them.
It could be that
I would drink this over the Two Hearted Ale.
That's true. I would too. Although this is surprisingly pricey.
Oh,
this
seems like it should be $4 a can or less.
It's 14 for the 4-pack.
Ooh.
So yeah, so you're looking $4.50. But no. $3.50. Yeah, $3.50.
About $3.50.
But
okay, so
but when you can get, well, I guess it's a different style. I guess. So when you can get Dragoon for 11, or you can get
that one's different.
Power Station for 10.50, or that kind of thing. Or
what hazy juicy can we get that's in that area? Because obviously Pueblo Beat or anything else that would beat it out, you're talking $4 or $5 a can.
That's true.
What's a juicy IPA and how's that categorized? You'll hear it said a few different ways. You'll hear New England style IPA, Northeast IPA, hazy IPA, juicy IPA. All of those pretty much mean the same thing. They basically just didn't do any of the filtering process and left more of the, not only the proteins, but the hop matter and everything else in the beer itself. So as you can, it's a little hard to, you can kind of see. This is nowhere near as clear as you would normally get if you were getting an IPA or something else that has been filtered. So they leave a little bit more of that matter in there. It usually adds a little more body. And especially with this style, at least as of late, people are usually going for that more fruity, tropical, like a lot of those notes are in there. Not that you won't find some normal pininess like you'd get out of an IPA, your classic West Coast, but the focus usually is on bigger, fruitier kind of things. And that's why it's like the hazy juicy. It's like, oh my God, like, one of the early ones was from, the fresh squeezed from Deschutes Brewing, like I said, and that one was literally called fresh squeezed IPA because it's a thought of like, a fresh squeezed, piece of fruit or something like that. So that's how it's categorized. It's still an IPA, still fits in that category, but it's kind of the subcategory of, that they don't do any of the filtering process. And like I said, the hops that they use in there are usually a little bit more toward, definitely toward the fruity. You'll see your Mosaics, your Citra, all that kind of stuff in there. Your Nelsons, a lot of times, there's a lot. I mean, there's so many hops, but.
Oh, so many hops.
So many hops. But yeah, this is good. I do like this. Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I was trying to think like I was about to compare it to some other ones, but I was like, well, those are a little bit more. So I was like,
it's almost 2 months ago it was canned. So maybe a month ago.
That's still pretty good.
5 weeks ago.
Usually an IPA, even of this style, 3 months, you should still be safe. Is it as fresh as it could be just canned? No.
Yeah, it's not going to be. It's not like it's bad for you.
But I mean,
it's missing some.
Yeah. What is Stone with their stuff? Isn't it like is it 3 months or 75 days? It's like a.
I know. Well,
90
they
days,
enjoy by is 35 days.
Oh, is it that tight of a window? Okay, never
the
mind.
Enjoy
Okay.
Buy. The Enjoy Buy is.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was the one I
that's
was
what they
thinking
do.
of. Okay,
Yeah.
they do 35 days.
There's
But like I said, most
one
of
of
their
those
others,
out now, I think.
yeah, I think most of their other stuff, they usually say 3 months or whatever. I'll definitely have to look for those ciders. Those sound pretty tasty.
I had a couple of your of the session ale.
Oh yeah, how was that?
I think from what I remember, once again I don't know. I thought they were a touch darker, but they weren't like bad, and they were.
The flavor is still okay.
Flavor is good.
Okay,
yeah.
That's kind of usually the key. Is those two things usually will go together.
Yeah.
But yeah, just let me know. I have not had another one this week. I was going to, but did not.
Yeah,
get
no,
this week.
it was good,
Patrick, how's it going?
tasty.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Patrick. Oh man, I'm still getting a little carbonation.
Yeah,
we watched a video. If you just came in here for a few things.
Oh my
gosh!
Oh goodness!
Hannah, thank you for the raid. That is super nice. How are you? Hannah, how are you? How are you this fine evening? Are you here to talk about gin? I bet you're here to talk about gin. That's my guess. Drinks, let's go. We are drinking right now. We are having something. If you are new and just coming in for the raid, obviously, you know me. I'm Andrew, but this is my brother. Keith, that's it. Yeah, exactly. We just met. We've recently reacquainted ourselves. No,
Andy.
Yeah. But we do a lot of podcasting on Thursday nights, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Easterns. We try a lot of different drinks, as you say, including these beers and stuff we're having right now. We have famously a beverage command. That is all the things that we were having this evening.
The famous AboutBeverages beverage command.
That's true. That is very true. Dude, if it's alcohol, I'm ready. After, I'm sure what you were doing, I'm sure you need a little bit of alcohol. What were you doing? I'm going to guess it was Destiny-related things. I'm going to guess. Were you doing some more Pinnacles? Were you doing some GMs? What were you doing? We're going to try and find out. It definitely was Destiny. What were you doing? Oh, Gambit. I did see that earlier. How was Gambit? And I'm sorry, were you being forced to play? I like Gambit, but it can be difficult if you're not playing with a group. How was it? I love Gambit too. We need to play some Gambit together then. It is rare to find people that truly love Gambit. I like playing that game, especially if you can find it in a group. Had a bunch of friends pop in to play. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, then you probably had a good experience. Trying to snipe, though. That is interesting. I like that.
I guess the all caps means she really means that.
It's actually
Yeah,
honesty.
it's
complete
commitment.
Yeah, it's a Billy
All right,
Joel
good.
level of honesty.
Okay. Such a lonely word.
It is. She's yelling at us. Why?
I get it.
What are we yelling about?
I gotta stop yelling. We don't disagree.
We don't.
Well,
disagree.
he doesn't disagree.
Yeah, I do not.
I don't disagree either, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's only you and me, and we just disagree.
No, that's it.
But yes, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. If you are new here, we do this beverage podcasting on Thursday evenings. I game throughout the week, Monday through Friday. We're always playing and doing some stuff, whether it's Destiny or some RPGs, obviously the role-playing things. And we have a lot of fun, and obviously always a beverage is incorporated with that as well. Not always alcohol.
That's right. Doesn't have to be alcohol. Sometimes coffee. We recently have done tea again, which was fun.
Yeah, that was super fun. Thanks to
sodas, active lifestyle beverages.
That was what we started the evening with.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Active lifestyle beverages. It's a thing.
That one
apparently
was okay, actually.
That's probably been my favorite.
That can. I don't know how big that can was. That can. You know how big that can is, or how much that can? $2.
Active lifestyle, yeah. So I just put it away. I know. So an active lifestyle beverage, as it has been now defined, it's usually low calorie. So it's
low
like
calorie.
You're talking that 50 to 100-ish calories. Most of those usually involve, it's the truly
your spiked seltzers,
your spiked seltzer kind of thing. So we've tried a few different spiked seltzers.
A couple of beers even we had that were really low in everything, including flavor.
We did, yeah. That's kind of been the problem. Is that you want low calorie, it's also winds up being low flavor,
right.
And then the ones that actually have a little more alcohol in them and have the flavor, like some of the seltzers. I'm not a huge vodka person. Neither is Keith. Like I said, we are famously throughout the decades that we've been doing this podcast, and not huge vodka people unless it is absolutely necessary in certain beverages. It just doesn't bring anything to the table.
Absolute.
Absolutely.
Very good. Well done.
My God, this guy. There we go. Famously, not enjoying that, but we always kind of like to try those things anyway and see if we can find one that's good. And they just have a funny aftertaste. Some of those. Yeah.
I thought that, the thing tonight, I thought it was fine. It's not something I'm going to seek out. But if somebody asks me about it, depending on what they're looking for, if they're looking for something that has a little alcohol and a little bit, I mean, you could easily make your own.
Yeah, that's
the thing.
true.
You could take,
Would you rather? So you just said $2 a can for that.
$2 a can.
So you could buy sparkling water
for 99 cents,
and then buy probably the equivalent bottle of wine that's being put in there. Even though it is a French Sauvignon Blanc from the Bordeaux region, it's probably not the greatest. It's probably the runoff. I'm going to be honest with you.
You probably
because it kind of actually had an odor to it. We did notice
the
a little
aroma
bit of an odor.
was not was displeasing.
Yeah, it was like it was very French in aroma. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. If you're from France, it's a joke. It's an obvious joke. But yeah, like I said, the stuff from that region, like I said, but it was the best of those things that I have had. Of those
right.
kind of like if I was going to have one of those, but
yeah.
I don't know. I just would rather always have like. Okay, I can have 10 of these, or I could have 3 of something else. Well, I'd rather have the 3 of something else that I absolutely
really
love and think is delicious. Or I'd rather have a gin and tonic or a martini or something like those. You're not breaking the bank also on those things. I'm from England. I'm all for it. I have found my audience. All right, hold on. I got to get out all my other French material.
G&T, there you go.
Those French. I tell you, always hiding during the wars.
And with the gin and tonic.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's how it started. Like I said, she came in the stream the other day, and we were having a good conversation about gin because she really loves the gin. So I was telling her about the wide swath of ones that we had and some great options for either G&Ts or martini or whatever else. So yeah, that was super cool. And I can't remember, did you and unfortunately I did not go back and look, and I can't remember. She came up with an amazing catchphrase for like whenever we do gin content, and we both have forgotten it.
Oh no.
Yes.
It's got to be recorded somewhere, right?
It was definitely within the last couple weeks.
Somebody clip
so
it?
we have some VODs there. I hope so. I don't know.
An amazing.
It was
that
great.
You've forgotten.
She incorporated the word gin into like another, it was like one of those kind of like pun kind of thing, and it was fantastic.
And
she was
gone.
also very excited about it.
And it's lost to the ether?
It's been lost to the ether.
Out there
See?
somewhere.
She is equally upset. She is equally upset about this.
It's out there. It's out there floating around.
I can't remember. I can't remember. So. But yeah, I can't remember if you mentioned, did you have a gin lately that you were liking or something new that you had tried? Because I definitely need to look for that as well, if it's can be found here in the States.
It's funny when you sent me those links to see those new, what are they called? Splash screens or whatever?
Oh, the Stinger transitions.
Stinger transitions.
Exactly.
I
had to go to the doctor for that the other week.
For the Stinger transition. Boom, boom. I initially was clicking on the links that you'd sent to our Twitch, and I'm clicking on those. I'm like, and I actually started
That's
to text
how I up
you.
our follower count.
I actually started to text you, these aren't working, maybe. And then I was like, hold on. And I scrolled down.
They were attached to the bottom. Interesting.
They're at the bottom. Okay. That's how it shows up on my on the iPad.
Oh, that's right. It does show up that way.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yes.
Anyone want a really bad joke? I will take a bad joke as long as it is not, you know the limits. Shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Buckeye, thank you for the 2 bits. Appreciate it.
That's good. We'll take it.
That is a good joke.
We'll take it.
I did hear a really good joke the other day. I'm trying to think of what was it? I can't remember. There was one that I heard that was like super dirty the other day. It was pretty funny. I have to tell that one off screen, but it was good. I can't remember. I haven't had a real drink in a long time. Oh.
And you can't have one until you remember what you guys said. No,
oh my gosh. Wow. Keith is
I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
Be right back.
She's
working.
like, wow, your
not
brother,
a problem.
He's a real jerk.
Yeah. I don't like him.
I'm not showing up on Thursday. I'm not rating with 26 ever again.
Not coming back on Thursdays ever again.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Be right back. Are you working on pouring yourself another scotch? Is that what you're doing?
I haven't seen Lucky pop in a while. How's Lucky doing?
He's doing good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got, I don't know if you've seen, I've been retweeting a lot of, he's got a sweetened little new puppy, Luke.
Oh, I remember that a few months ago.
Yeah, he's got the new puppy, which is super, super cute. Guardian Down. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And Iron Maiden appreciates it as well. So they get 1 cent of the, they get the royalties. No, not at all. They get my undying love because I love Iron Maiden.
We say thank you to
at
Iron
least
Maiden.
older Iron Maiden.
They're still okay with you?
It's because it's so short.
Okay, good. Okay.
I am skirting a little bit of a line there, though. But
okay, I just thought about that for the first time. If we need something, maybe Lavardi can give us a little riff.
That would be. I would totally be into switching. Like if he could give me something kind of heavy, like that would be cool. If you would ever want to do like a what is that, like 5 or 10 seconds? Like if he had something like,
sure,
I would totally be down with that.
Shave and a haircut, 2 bits.
That's what we need.
He's got
oh
that.
my God. I should set up a bit alert that is specific if someone does 2 bits, but then I don't know if I want to keep getting 2 bits.
Yeah. Multiple.
Maybe it should be like if you
unless it's 2 Bitcoin, maybe. Then.
Yeah, there we go. Shave 2 Bitcoin. There we go. Or if it's 2020 bits.
Speaking of,
there's Lucky. He's lurking.
And he appears.
A real human being. That is a great username. I like that one too. We've had a lot of good usernames lately. Thank you for the follow. That is awesome. That is super. Wow, that is the dirtiest stick figure I've seen in quite a while. Holy shit.
What's going on there?
Oh, nice. We've got someone else from Prone's chat. That is always a good thing. Always appreciated. The purple chicken coop is coming in here. That is always a good thing. Flirt. Oh my God. That is too funny. The stick figure bed.
That reminds me of what Adam Willis used to say. What has
2
thumbs?
What? Oh, I was thinking of a different one.
Shoes.
No, he said, "What's the difference between my job here and being in prison?"
Oh,
comfortable
shoes.
Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Lucky, thank you for making an appearance. I'm sure you're doing many, many other things as you're also participating in our chat tonight. But thank you for being here and saying hello. And all the craziness with the Cub stuff, I forgot football season's on the way, and
it is
kind of where my attention, I guess, the real star of the show. Well, you see the real star of the show 5 days a week. So.
Oh, go on.
And I pop in every once in a while.
That's right. This guy right here.
And the supporting.
And to thank everybody for coming in here, I think we're gonna have to give out a free little handsome Pete here. Go say hi to everybody.
That's handsome Pete. He dances.
I keep reaching for your beer.
Pete, you got some customers.
It is a real chill confirmed kind of night. That's exactly true. That is very, very much true. It's catchy. You even like some Iron Maiden now, I think.
Well, that's good. No, I'm just glad that, I'm glad it's still usable. It's good.
It's nice to see the younger, better-looking brother. Again, I'm here all the time.
He's here all the time. Come on.
You son of a bitch. That's about the only time Lucky pops in chat. I
still think that looks like Alton Brown with facial hair.
It does, kind of.
And Alton Brown does have facial hair, but his is a lot more gray.
It's not quite that red and luscious.
Yes. But he does. It looks like he's doing one of his maniacal baskets from Job.
What the hell is this things you shouldn't try? I don't know. Should we give out a free things we shouldn't try? I mean, that's a 10,000 piecer right there.
Well, Lucky is here, so it might be
all right.
Might be good. And everyone's here, not just Lucky, but Lucky's been around. He's the first one.
Oh, someone did it!
Human, right? I drink a little. Yeah. I've smoked pot. All right. Yeah. I've tried heroin. A few times, yeah.
A few times.
Class, what I'm really trying to do now is I'm really, really, really trying hard to cut down on the number of times that I try heroin. In a day.
In a day. That is so classic. Yes, that is Kids in the Hall. I have had, and I tell this story every time that video plays, so people are going to get tired of seeing that video, so I'll have to pick another one. But I have had some version clip of that on my computer, like literally since like 1992.
Does that go back that long?
It was one of that I redid that clip, finding a new, better looking version of, because the version I had was like a postage stamp. It was like so small, but I have had some little wave file or sound effect of that bit because it is so hilarious. Like I love that. Yeah,
I definitely
remember found that and re-recorded it.
This goes back to the late 90s, early 2000s when you rigged up our work computer to when it fired up said, "Well, the jerk store called and they're running out of you."
Yeah, exactly.
I just thought that was a great way to start the morning every morning. The jerk store called and they're running out of you.
And then it was whenever we left. Do you remember what it said then?
I don't.
It was putty and it said, "Feels like an Arby's night." When we were shutting down, we were leaving the building.
When I was there?
I thought so.
I don't remember.
That's at least definitely when Rich was there.
I was going to say, probably may have been after I left.
Yeah, we had that. Like I said, that was the one we always had at the end because it was like, you're like, oh, time to shut down. Yeah, I'll shut down the computer. We turn it off and then that one would play. And I was like, yep, we're going home. It's like, it feels like an Arby's night.
Arby's night. Okay.
But yeah, some Kids in the Hall. All right, should we go grab the first beverage that'll be
going to do?
I think we'll podcast on that one. Who knows what it'll turn into, but we'll podcast on it. Does that sound like a plan?
It's going to be the beer, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to go Scotch quite yet. Okay.
No.
We're going to do blind tasting on that. So we'll have to make sure that our assistant is ready to pour.
That's true. We will have to make sure on that one.
That Rex is ready to go. Oh, wait, no.
There we go. Hit the wrong button there. So we've got another beer. We have a Berliner Weiss, a very interesting Berliner Weiss. Like I said, so stick around for that. We're gonna go grab that one and try that, which we'll do a podcast on. Those podcasts, as well as this entire show, gets archived, goes up on YouTube. But I also split out some of the smaller podcasts, and those go up there as well. In fact, we just posted one today. It is on the latest Japanese whiskey that we have tried. So go
Kaio?
check. Yeah, Kaio Kaie. That
Hippie
second part's not
Kaio.
true.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, exactly. Bruce Willis's favorite Japanese whiskey, Yippee-ki-yo.
Yippee-ki-yo.
Go check that one out. That is up on YouTube, as well as last week's full show if you want to check out those things. But yeah, so we're going to go get that recorded. And then later in the evening, after that, we will be doing a blind tasting of 2 different scotches. One of them, it's the Laphroaig 10, which I have... If the bottle comes in here, you'll see probably between these 2 pours, it might empty. So I have had plenty of Laphroaig 10 in my
That's good.
life.
You need to refresh that.
Yeah, so a little refresher on that one then. But then you brought over, it's a Scotch, it's an Isla from Trader Joe's, and it's
Correct.
their Finlagen.
Finlagen.
So this one has been compared to other Islas as high up as the Lagavulin. Like,
Lagavulin.
yeah, I don't know the 16 or whatever, but some sort of Lagavulin.
Right.
And possibly was even made by that. There's a lot of speculation.
There's some speculation. We'll talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But
so that's what they call the teaser.
That
right?
is called a
A
teaser.
teaser.
Yes, you've got a teaser. And actually, an even better teaser. Guess what?
What?
Everyone that is here right now gets to see the new transition that has
Ooh,
recently
that's-
just been implemented tonight. You're going to see.
That's not a teaser. They're going to see it.
You're going to see the new Stinger transition right now.
So
as
this
soon
is
as-
the third of 3.
a third of 3. The third of 3. I don't know. It's the same one you saw earlier. So
Oh,
people
okay.
are here at the beginning of the show, but it has just appeared tonight.
Okay.
We didn't even
All right.
that other one we didn't accept. We took 2 of them. We took 2 of those Stingers.
2?
Yeah, that third one we said we wiped it away.
That was number
3.
The second. Oh, okay.
The third one we said nay.
Oh, there were 4.
The fourth one was the thing we turned into the stream.
Okay, good.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, what's happening?
Hold on, I'll fix it. You're fine. Wait, you're good. Untimed out. Sorry.
What happened there?
Sometimes links will get flagged. Sorry about that. I fixed it. You're fine. You are fine. Sometimes Nightbot is a little bit quick. Stream Elements, I should say, a little quick with the with doing that. So sorry about that. Apologies. He was throwing in. He was actually going to throw down a lurk.
Okay.
I shouldn't say he or she. I don't want to be. I shouldn't be
Yes,
specific.
True.
It did now. So I see that you're going to throw down a lurk. This is the Family Winery. Nice meeting you guys. Spencer Paramund, a.k.a. Atheist, out. So this is your
Yes.
family. This is your family winery. Is this what we're saying? Is this what I'm reading there? Is this correct? That is super cool. We will look at that link when we come back. Thank you so much. That is
Thanks for
awesome. I
joining.
cannot wait to check that link. Thank you for coming in here. I
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely.
it. Definitely hope to see you again soon. Like I said, again, we do this podcast every Thursday evening, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, and then I stream throughout the week, usually around 9 Pacific. Family Winery is so cool. Yes, that is so cool. We will definitely look and talk about this link as soon as we get back. But yeah, we're going to listen to a little Harris Heller, and we're going to see this amazing.
Ooh, see the new.
You ready for the transition?
The stinger.
The stinger right here. Hold on. Now I've got to find all the buttons. All right. We'll be right back.
Bum, bum.
Bum, bum.
There it is.
You
Brings
get to
us
see it
back,
there.
too.
There you go. You get to see it twice. Get to
That's
see
good.
it
We
twice.
should leave more often now. We should start the show every
People
10
probably would
minutes.
rather if we just left.
Okay.
That is probably a thing. Amazing stingers. Thank you. I literally just had them made within the last couple weeks. Had an idea finally came into my head. Went back and forth with a few different people. Like I said, our designer did an amazing job. So cannot give any more credit than I can to him.
Is that something that we give a link to does he do for other people?
Did I retweet? I did.
Does
I
he
actually
need
did.
the business?
I actually did retweet about. I'm sure he always
Need the
happy for
business?
business usually.
Like, no, too many.
Yeah, too many.
Too many people.
There's too many.
Cha.
Thank you for the 2,000
Do we
contributions.
have a stream boost challenge going on?
There is one going on right
Oh,
now.
okay.
That's true. Yeah,
All right.
if you guys have anything you want to boost the stream with, you're more than welcome to try
Boost.
and give a chance. All right, I want to look at. We do need to get to this podcast, but I also want to look at this link again.
Do.
Paramund Cellars.
Da.
Virginia's best winery.
Oh,
We take
wow.
wine seriously, so you don't have to. Oh, I like that. That's a good line.
We work hard, so you don't have to. We take
Our
wine
Story
seriously.
Wine Shop. Wine Club. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got in the reserves?
Wine Club. Wine Club, you say?
Ooh, they got a Petit Verdot. Sixth Mission Black Ops. Okay. 2018.
Oh, there's a Cab
Sauvignon-
Franc.
Cab
Okay.
Franc. Okay.
We were just talking about that. I work for Trader Joe's, and Trader Joe's has a Grand Reserve Cab Franc, which is one of their upper level private labels. And I have heard on good information, a good source has told me that it's quite tasty.
Let's move that over there for the second. Oh, that's weirdly positioned. The Petit Verdot Reserve, Paramount, 2018, Virginia's Heritage. Make a reservation. Ooh, they do like little tours and
We'll be
things
happy
too.
to try some, but
I wonder if we can
be a long
actually
journey.
Yeah, I wonder if we can actually find any of this locally. Oops, I think I scrolled up too high.
Too high.
I'm not happy that I can't boost the stream on my iPad. I know that is annoying that mobile devices it does not work on. That is super unfortunate. It's very annoying.
Yeah, especially
Very,
since
very annoying.
I think those stream points are probably in the billions by now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, it's up there. She actually probably should chip in for the key flex if she wanted to finally do it.
But you can't.
She can't.
Yeah.
Actually, the key flex she can.
Oh yeah,
She could do that one if she wanted
but that's
to.
Different than stream elements.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's what's
Okay.
weird is like you can do all the channel redemption stuff, but you can't actually do when we're boosting the stream.
You know,
like
and
right
it's
now,
funny.
if anybody's in the stream right now, they have been a long time follower, and you got some points, you're more than welcome to throw them this way. We'll see if we can hit it by like tomorrow morning, basically.
And it's funny because I recently
Big
opened
brain
up something,
plays.
and it was like a special deal to subscribe to Twitch for a certain amount of months and get a month free, but on iOS only.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was.
That's
That was
true. You
interesting.
could open a Safari tab and navigate to twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. That's true. That is a
Can
big
do it
brain
that
play
way.
right there.
That's true.
That would probably work. Yeah, you'd have to log in that. But yeah, I actually have that saved in some format on there for when I do resubs and things and if I'm on my phone. That's true. You probably could do that. It's so dumb that you have to do that though.
Yeah.
You're a huge fan of Pinot Noirs and Chiantis, but I don't know a lot about wine. What other reds should I try?
What are the reds, you say? Slow motion sip. That is probably something that wouldn't necessarily be
That's not attractive.
a good thing.
It's really not a good look.
Well, we're big fans of Zinfandels.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
That's definitely much bolder than the two you just mentioned. Pinot Noir
Right.
being kind of on the lighter side. Chianti also being a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Like I said, still
Syrah,
really
like
good.
some Syrahs
Pinot Noir
or
though is probably
Shiraz.
one of my favorites though. Still, just because
And lots of different expressions of that too. So
yeah.
lots of different ways to go about doing that. Lots of
But yeah,
different
Zinfandel is
states.
great.
Yeah.
Like I said, red Zins. I mean, there's some good red blends that I like. Being
Yeah.
here in Southern Arizona, like I said, that wine that we did from Merkin Vineyards from
Yep.
Maynard James Keenan.
It was a GSM.
So yeah, that was
Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre blend.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
that was very delicious. That's was fantastic. Trying to think about, and I always love a good cab, but that's definitely going to be a lot more on the bolder side,
Yeah.
of course. Yes, ! Discord if you want to put anything, if you have other options. And actually, I'm going to put specifically, I'm just going to go back. Can I go back to the original page here? Back to the home page here. I'm actually going to put this link also in the Discord so that I don't forget about it. Does the family winery, do they ship? We are always looking to try new things, especially stuff, even if we can't necessarily find it. This is a really beautiful little video. Like, they do ship? Okay. All right. We'll definitely have to look into that. Always looking, because we've talked for a while about doing things that are, oh my God. Just looked up a bunch of steak. Oh God. Like I said, we've been talking for a while and have not gotten around to it. We've been looking to do a podcast that is, you like that you can move in your chair now,
No,
don't you?
I'm just different positions. What did they say? What is the attitude? What am I conveying
We have often
to you?
said that we would like to do a podcast on here is a like $10 to $15 type of wine, and then here's the same thing, but here's the $50 version.
right.
And is this actually worth When do they say you're getting their fingers removed from your chin?
That's super tomorrow. That's super glue is
Wednesday.
really powerful.
That super glue is really powerful. Get that cat out of here. But we've been wanting to do something like that for a while, and if possible, we even wanted to do it from the same winery. That was like also one of the big things
we
that we always
looked up
wanted to do.
something that was. What was it from? Was the people who did the
From the people that brought you wine, a tasting.
From the people that brought you from Gary Vaynerchuk. Wasn't it that? Wasn't it those people who?
Oh yeah.
It was something.
Yeah, one of the wineries,
vineyards that he was in connection with.
It was one of the vineyards that they used for the empathy wines that we did all the podcast stuff on.
That's it.
Yeah, like I said, if you want to find those podcasts, guess what? They're all up on YouTube.
That's it.
Go find those podcasts on YouTube. What would you? We're going to quickly fill out church music really quick, and then we got to get to this podcast. I got to stay on top of these things. What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
From a number standpoint, 3.5.
I was going to say 3.5. Yep.
Okay, that's fine. And who knows? Maybe it's on draft. Maybe it's a little tastier. Out of 5, 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, out of 10, that would be bad.
That would be a 7, I guess. We
like that they keep it simple. Our rating system used to be 0 to 3 rating system.
That was a fun thing to explain.
But it was good.
That's why we don't use it anymore.
We have that. We had everything perfectly detailed.
That died with the tasting notes. It all just went down in a small little
0,
frame.
1, 2, and 3, and sometimes a half.
Every once in a while there was a half. That's true.
There'd be 1.5.
Explain to me the 5, sirs. How does this? So the 0 to it's just up to 5 stars, and that's for Untapped, where you can rate all your different beers. And I use it more as just a way to kind of remember all of the things that we have had. So you guys are more than welcome to follow us as well. Like I said, we usually put up the quick little ratings and tasting notes of anything that's specific that we need to remember. But yeah, it's handy more for me. Like, have I had this before? Especially if it's older vintages of different things. But yeah. But I have used there. But yeah, the 5 stars is just the usual kind of thing. But yeah, our 0 to 3 was like 0 basically was like we would never buy it again. It was basically had faults, like it was terrible.
Right. 1 was it was fine.
And a 1 was like there's nothing wrong with it. We just don't like it. It's not good for our palates, our tastes. And then it was like once you got to a 2, it's like, oh, that was pretty good. I would probably buy that again. One was also sometimes you'd buy. There was way too much like in each of these numbers.
But 0, 1, 2. There can't be that much. I thought 0 was no. 1 was it's fine. 2 was I like it.
1 was also
3
like
we're already out the door trying to get more.
Yeah, but 1 was also like under the right circumstances I might buy. It's like there was a little too much wishy-washy in that one too.
Well, you were the one who wanted to narrow it down to as small of a number of rating scale as possible.
I think because I don't think I ever had 0. I think that was Pocket came up with 0 or something.
Oh no, I was just saying that you didn't want to do like a 1 to 10.
No. I think I was like on a scale.
Yeah, I like the 0 actually. 0 is like hell no.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with a 0. It's just like also I think we needed at least like one more. Like we needed up to like where you have it's a 4-star rating. Like I think we needed like an actual 4th number maybe.
We could have done a 5 even, I guess. So.
But yeah,
we got other things we worry about now.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like that fell way down, and I don't know how much people cared about it, other than it's nice when we go back and look at stuff to see what we gave it.
Yeah, I like that. At a 6, mate. On a scale of 1 to 8.5. Yeah,
6. Yeah, 1 to 7. Yeah, make it very confusing. We do a 0. We do a 0 to 5.5.
A 0 to 10, but we leave out 3, 7, and 9.
So those are never used.
Those are not used.
Oh my God.
I like it. Okay.
I'm not feeling too interested in too much
more.
No,
it's fine.
I was like, it's not real. I'm not going to get too flowery on that one. It's okay.
Now we've checked in. We've tried it. So
we've checked in. We've tried that. All right. What are some of the past 3s or 5s? So the past 3s for us, specifically, like we rated, like you.
I just remember Fade to Black.
Fade to Black, Volume 1. Volume 1
was a 3.
Was a 3.
Yeah. I don't remember any.
5 easier to think of, like Untapped. Our favorite things, like it's Pliny the Elder.
Yeah.
There is a couple beers from Stone that were barrel aged. Like there's a there's
maybe even I don't know. It seems like even something maybe from Drecker recently would have gotten
Drecker probably be pretty much up there, 4.5.
Oh,
the
5s, Duchess.
A lot of things from there. The Duchess originally, like that one gets a lot of 5s.
That was delicious.
what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. It's like some oak. It's called oatmeal. That's the one from Stone. It's like an oatmeal stout that they age in bourbon barrels. That one is fantastic. I think I've had a couple of those in my lifetime. That one gets a 5. But yeah,
maybe something from the brewery.
That is one of the nice things about Untapped is that you can actually go see what we have rated things. If, like I said, you have any interest. And usually we do put some light tasting notes with them, depending on what it is. But yeah, the Oakmeal, Pliny the Elder, like I said, some of those. There's probably been some modern times that got some 5s at some point for some of their stuff. But yeah, usually it's got to either be a very special IPA, an amazing sour, or probably something barrel aged stout. Those are probably going to be what are going to be 5s in general.
Yep.
But all right, we're going to get to the podcast portion of the show. When we podcast, shockingly, we actually do turn off a few things. We're going to turn off our some channel point reminders, a few other things. Even though this entire thing now does go up on YouTube, since these podcasts also get blown out, we just still kind of go for this clean aesthetic for these little like shorter things that we wind up doing and putting out on there. While we're podcasting, we may not interact with chat quite as much. There are a couple breaks while we're podcasting where we'll interact and get to your questions. Please keep asking questions if there's something that we're missing, if there's something you're interested in, specifically about the beer we're having, whatever else. Got to drive home back in a bit. Be safe on that drive. We will be here. We will probably be here.
Where are you driving home from? I don't know. Drive home safely.
Some other place.
That's
a place to somewhere else.
Home.
I'm at the office.
Oh, okay.
She's like, not home.
Not home.
Settle down.
Yeah.
But anyway, so while we were actually doing the podcasting, we were just kind of, to make my editing job easier, it's really about me. It's making my editing job easier. We're just going to get to a couple parts. While we're actually doing the tasting, we'll come back, talk a little bit more, and then we'll move on from there. We have rural internet at home, 3 megabytes of download, cannot support us. Ooh, that sounds rural. That sounds like Lucky kind of rural. But yeah, so anyway, let's get to this podcast. You just already have the glass out of the way, so that works. So we don't need to do that. I need to make sure I'm on the right one here because it's not that one. It's this one. Is it this one?
That's
that one because I made that one for. Yes. Okay, that is the right one. All right. This is going to be very interesting. This could either be like, I think this is either going to be super delicious or actually this is the opening I should have used. Why did I say?
No, it's perfect. Just go with it.
I'll redo it now.
No,
I got to redo my.
Just go with it.
I have to redo my enthusiasm.
Just go with it.
Just go. This tasting is either going to go really great or it's going to go just
One or the other.
One of the other. It's 50-50.
It could be.
Anna, thank you for giving a gifted sub to Atheism. That is super nice. Sorry, the alert did not go off because I just turned it off because we're recording the podcast.
Yeah. Otherwise, you would have gotten
I greatly apologize. You would have gotten
Yes.
Norm.
Yeah. Norman.
How you doing, Mr. Peterson?
I can't forget what he says in that one.
Thirsty guy walks into a bar.
Oh,
you finish it.
Finish it.
This is way better.
All right.
I was acting it out.
Acting
way
it
better.
out, yeah.
Oh my God. Now I got to carry in Gambit. Oh my gosh. I will. You bring me along. I will play some Gambit with both of you. Look out. I am a gilded dredgen too. So easy. Settle down. All right. So now we will get back to the podcast. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. That is super nice, Hannah. Thank you so much for coming in here. Thank you for the raid. And Atheism, thank you for always being there for me.
You're just loving that.
I do. Love every bit of that.
Might as well take advantage of it.
Got to take advantage of it while it's here.
That's right.
So, as much as we love sours, I love Berliner Weiss. I love all these kind of styles of beers. As soon as I saw this one, I was like, we need to try this for a podcast. I had to hold it for a podcast because it's either going to be really delicious and just kind of weird, or it's just going to be weird. I'm not sure. Not sure which way it's going.
It's going to be weird in there somewhere.
It is going to be weird in there somewhere. It could be weird delicious, or it could just be weird like like I'm not sure. So we have a very interesting Berliner Weiss from a brand new brewery, at least to us, for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Energy City Brewing Bistro Grande Grape PB&J.
Oh, I like that. Grande.
Yes. It needed a grande. I needed to trill my R there. When I see that purple and white checkerboard, it makes me think of Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the
Uncrustables?
The Uncrustables.
That's true.
You guys turned us on to that wonderful sneaky, delicious treat to have
Yeah,
while
it's
you're
super
waiting in
handy,
line.
isn't it?
And it's perfect. So that totally makes me think of that. And,
Yeah.
so already good memories are here. And hopefully we're going to have a few more.
Yeah.
Create a few more as we try this extremely intriguing, nonetheless, at least by title and possibility of beer. So.
Yeah, I will have obviously a link to this brewery at our website at aboutbeverages.com, or it'll be down here in the notes if you're watching on YouTube. Yeah, I couldn't pass this up. I was looking at sour beers. This is one of the new ones that we saw that had just arrived at our local Tap and Bottle. And I was like, this just sounds too interesting. And I love peanut butter. I love jelly. I don't know if I need either one of them in my beer,
We've had-
at least when it comes to this style of beer. Because obviously we love a peanut butter stout.
And we've had peanut butter and jelly in our mead.
That's
And we love
true.
that. But it
did.
seems
That's
to go
true.
maybe body-wise at least a little bit more toward that
Oh, God,
profile,
I was
so-
not ready for that.
Oh,
I guess I should have been, because they
should- yeah,
actually
probably should have
they
been.
actually do use
grape.
what they say in here. There's grape jelly in here. There's peanuts.
Okay.
There's all
this
that
could
stuff.
be the beer version of that meat. Who knows?
This could be.
very intriguing.
Oh, it's very thick at the bottom. I got to give you some of
Oh,
this
yeah.
now.
Let's get. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's definitely.
I poured a little bit of that. And I was like, ooh, we've got.
I still think with Berliner Weisses, they're usually not that that many solids going on.
Definitely usually a little bit on the lighter side for sure. But yeah, actually peanut butter and grape jelly added after fermentation. So yeah, can you see exactly? This is definitely grape jelly,
That
like
is
that color. That is 100%.
Yeah, like a plum or like a something. That's very cool.
Yeah, that is definitely that dark purple color. This is interesting. They do a few other versions of this style with some other options. Like I think they have like a marmalade something. And anyway, look at their website. They have an interesting lineup of beers.
Sorry, I jumped in there a little early on that. But oh wow,
that is mostly peanut.
That leads with peanut. Yes,
like roasted peanut, almost like Nutella. Like I'm almost getting a little chocolate. Is that weird?
No, there's a little depth in there that could be like a chocolate or at least something roasted.
Or like some sort of peanut like wafer something where you're getting that wafer kind of crust. It's wafer.
It's making my mouth water. I want to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right now.
I should have brought it in Uncrustable for that. But yeah, I don't know if I have
what pairs
any.
with this? An Uncrustable.
Yeah. What food pairing would you say goes to this? An Uncrustable.
We had some in the freezer that had gotten freezer burn, but I ate them.
It's the best kind of Uncrustable. That is. I'm getting a little bit of like sweet grape jelly at the very
just
end,
a little
but
bit.
It definitely is. Yeah, it's leading with peanut.
It is definitely
Leading with peanut.
Anybody leading with peanut?
You stop it now. I mean it.
Okay.
Anybody leading with peanut? All right, taste.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's good.
It makes me so happy. It actually works.
It makes him so very happy.
It does. I feel happy.
It's the little things
Happy.
that he loves to laugh.
It is. Oh my God. Yeah, that is. So you definitely get more of the grape jelly in the taste. Like that's where it kind of almost does the reverse, which is actually what you'd get out of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's very accurate because you get more of the jelly, and then like the peanut is kind of the thing that just kind of holds all of that up a little bit.
Yeah.
But that is it's actually really good.
That is very good.
Oh my God.
That is wow. That man.
Yeah, it's like dark roast.
Bring one of those to Disneyland.
Yeah. Oh God.
Like, it's just an Uncrustable. Sir, it's a can of beer.
It's a liquid Uncrustable. You leave me alone.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is really good.
That is wow.
Oh, that is delicious. Yeah, definitely more of the grape, a little tart in the middle of the tongue, and then it finishes with the peanut. And it's the opposite when you take the the aroma, like it is roasted peanut. And yeah, that is
it's
like,
good because
maybe that crustiness is actually almost like I'm getting the crust of bread in the aroma. As dumb as that sounds, I'm almost like getting a baked quality with the peanut.
The thing is that peanut is dominant in the nose, but I think it kind of has to be strong because that fruit is very strong as well. And if that peanut didn't have that much intensity, it would get lost.
That's right.
Yeah, no,
that's what we're always looking for.
And peanut intensity.
Peanut intensity. Oh my God.
Wow.
This is really delicious. If you're interested in any of these
good.
flavors, even if it's just kind of like a little bit of like a joke or something like that, I recommend trying this, and I think you will be pleasantly surprised if you can take. Like some people still like, like even with sour beers, a lot of times you'll get the like, oh, well, it's not really a beer. It's like you have to get used to that like borderline. It's kind of between a cider and, a beer kind of thing.
Right.
And those flavors that come through, it's not the classic beer flavor. Like if you can get past that, this is really interesting.
Well, we know a person who's, I think, going to love this.
Yeah, I think several people who like this quite a bit. And hopefully a lot of you guys will also like our website, AboutBeverages.com. That is where you can find not only this review, but all the things we've done over the last decade, whether it was original podcasts, videos, recipes, stories, all those kinds of things can be found there. If you only want the latest video content, YouTube is definitely the place for you. Hit the subscribe button there. We would greatly appreciate it. Definitely helps out a lot, and enjoy some of the videos, maybe on loop, on repeat. You can just watch them all there. If you only want audio, search for us on any of your favorite podcasting apps, whether it's Google Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, any of those work, or anything that you listen to podcasts on. Just search for About Beverages. There's always some pillars though too.
That's it. No pillars.
Yes, there are always some pillars.
The 3 pillars?
Yeah, peanut butter, jelly, and bread. Those are the 3 pillars.
Those are your 3 pillars right there. That is absolutely correct. No, the 3 pillars of social media are Instagram, TikTok, which is quite popular right here nowadays.
The kids love it.
The kids love it. And, of course, Twitter, which is where we do most of our interacting social media style. We'll keep you up to date on what's going on here at About Beverages, and we'll let you know when we're going to be going live most Thursday evenings on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. We get together, hang out with our audience, and we chat beverages, we chat sports, movies, all kinds of things. We just have gaming, obviously. Because that's the other part of About Beverages, which is where you'll find this guy during the week hanging out, and he'll also let you know what he's going to be playing and what he's going to be enjoying beverage-wise while doing. I
need to find another one of these, honestly.
That's right. We're going to Tap and Bottle website right now, and you're going to reserve some. So, but yeah, follow us on Twitter and keep up to date with About Beverages.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a delicious peanut butter and jelly Berliner Weiss style shot.
Perfect. Introvert, good to see you. 3 cheers to you. 3 cheers to you. This is everything I hope for. Oh my God, I would buy so many other things from this brew.
There is now almost like a baked.
Yeah,
it's almost like a little vanilla in a way.
Maybe a hint of that.
But that's the nut. Maybe that's the vanilla, the nuttiness coming through.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you really do.
I gotta see if they've got more of this.
Where is Energy City out of? Where are they?
It's a Scorpion.
Where do they
song?
hail from?
They hail from. Our bistro beers have sourness served fresh from the kettle for a bright and light. So it is a kettle sour.
Kettle sour.
It still was not cheap. I want to say this beer might have been $6. Beer with Concord grapes, peanut butter, and natural flavors. Volume 8% alcohol.
Okay.
It's like an Imperial Berliner Weiss then, technically. Sorry, I did not get to your piece of information.
That's okay. You're providing with other important bits.
Itasca, Illinois.
Oh, okay. Illinois. All right.
Oh, so they are a contract brewer. So this is brewed and packaged for Energy City Brewing at Church Street Brewing Company in Illinois. Okay. So they are kind of like who is it? Clown Shoes.
Yeah.
Clown Shoes is always brewed by Ipswich or something like that. Yep. That was one of the ones.
Yep. Yeah, that's magically delicious.
Let's see if they still have any of this. Yeah, that is that is really good.
That's
and I
really
also
good.
officially find out the price here. But yeah, if you're in the Midwest, you should check this out because this is really interesting. Oh, they still have it.
Oh, $6.49.
Yeah, it was expensive.
Yeah, that's
no. Crimson Guava Sorbet IPA and strawberry and rhubarb crumble.
Wow. Okay. That could be good too.
I know. They all sound good now.
Yeah.
Like now after having this one and seeing that they actually kind of knocked it out of the park with that stuff, I definitely would try some of the other ones. I'm going to enjoy this for a while. Atheism decided to join the regulars.
What?
Oh, he's always been regular.
Oh, up there.
Yeah.
So last week H.J. joined the conversation, and we made the mistake of thinking it was J. And H said, no, J's not here. So do we have both H and J? Do we have H? Do we have
That's
J?
good you actually asked.
What do we have? Who do we have? Who's joined us?
Notice they always come in right before whiskey, though.
It does. They time it really well.
They time the whiskey pretty well.
Yeah.
But this needs to be had. I need to, I don't know, maybe if I have time.
There's a
to
sweetness to this, too, as it definitely leaves the
it's
residual
definitely more,
sweet magic.
It's definitely more like grape jelly.
Yeah. Yep.
That's really good.
It is good.
That's really good.
It is a mystery.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Maybe if we just start,
right.
we'll start talking beer things and we'll see how it gets answered. And depending how it's answered, then we would know.
That's true. Well, or it could be, either way, it could be, I guess, faked.
That's true. So, what kind of beer are we brewing on Saturday? Let's see.
We're brewing the liquid kind.
Liquid kind.
Brewing an IPA, maybe, or
do one of those solids.
Oh yeah,
This is weirdly good. Dun dun dun. An IPA. Oh, yeah, but what kind of IPA? I just got to kind of some of the sediment.
Yes.
What do you think of the sediment?
Well, my sediments exactly.
It's good. God, this guy.
I don't mind that. Especially for $6.50 a can, you want to get if you can really taste.
I want all
that
the
beer.
solids. Hop, you want? Okay, I know who I know. How do you feel about Owen Wilson? These are all the questions to find out who's
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Who has the strong feelings about Owen Wilson one way or the other?
Say.
Okay.
With extra hops. With all the hops.
Owen Wilson with extra hops?
Oh, that would be a good thing.
Or Luke Wilson.
Yeah, it's the same. Heavily fruited Citra IPA with pink guava and blood orange added after fermentation.
All right.
An American legend. That sounds like something that actually someone does not like him would say. Berliner Weiss with... Okay, so the other one is a Berliner Weiss. Strawberry, rhubarb, cinnamon, and brown sugar added after fermentation.
That sounds good, too.
God dang. So are you going to buy one of those for next week? So I have another one.
I'm going to just get a 4-pack
of each one. Do you think...
I'll bring over some... Hey, I'm
do you
bringing
think
Pliny.
Do you think Pocket? Do you think Pocket would be?
Well, that's what I was thinking. The only thing, it might be a little too nutty.
Too peanut.
But it'd be interesting. But it definitely, the thing that you mentioned in the podcast when we were recording that
I did
that appeals to her is that doesn't taste like a beer.
Yes,
you don't get any beer taste.
No.
Anywhere. So that is a good thing. And I think there's enough fruit, and then maybe that nuttiness. That would be the only thing that I would think. But yeah,
you'd almost say pinch your nose and drink this. So you don't smell the peanut, like you can get right to the taste first.
Right. And if you do that, yeah.
Jay's messing with you. Is he? I don't trust it. I can't trust it anymore. I don't know anymore. You guys need to create 2 separate accounts.
Yeah. There's HJ, dogs are cool, and JH, dogs are cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's the leading letter changes
the leading letter.
Who is actually logged in.
Figures it out.
That's funny. Oh, that is unique.
Yeah, that's really good. That's
that is
worked
tasty.
out very well. Unique and delicious as opposed to unique and or unique and
I mean, still though, it was $6.50.
No, that's the
only thing that made
me
feel pretty good about it was when I looked at this today. Look, it gets a 4.23 average on Untappd. That's pretty good for like a weird beer like this. Like, usually you expect those to be like 3.5.
Yeah, no, that's tasty. Very tasty.
What do you give that? That's got to be like 4 at least, like a 4, 4.25. Goes to 4.25. Like, I mean, that's.
I would at least give it I mean, I would. I will, if it's still there, I will definitely throw at least one of those in my.
Yeah, I would like
cart.
to have.
And the only thing that would stop me from getting another one would be
$6.50.
The price, but then also because I think I'd like to try the strawberry rhubarb and maybe even the other one.
Yeah,
because they're that good. So
that
would stop me from buying.
I wouldn't mind getting the other 2 and getting another one of these for sure.
Yep. It's a bit nutty on the nose. And then in your glass.
and then in your glass.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You said in a can.
Well, because it's in the can.
Yeah, I know. Probably just leave it as it was. Peanut butter and jelly. Crustable. I do like how they use that. But I guess that's just the Smuckers, probably, right? Isn't that the sort of a takeoff on the Smuck, which is...
Oh, yeah.
Which makes the Crustables.
With a name like Smuckers, it has to be good.
Yes.
I always spell that. That's the one word.
I just think we should make that a new word.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Delicious is the word.
It's Delcious.
I move a letter around. I misspell like all the time. Like I basically, as soon as I type it, I look up and I go, I know I didn't spell it right.
Just like we created a word last week. I forgot. Slogan and logo. We turned into Slogo.
Oh, that's true.
There's Slogo. That would be funny. The shirt would have the logo say, "This is our Slogo." This is. Give it a shot. Yeah, that was delicious.
Brewery Pioneer level 17. There's a beer in them thar hills. You're setting off on your journey through the world of beer, but be sure to take a little time to get to know each brewery as you go. That's a beer from 85 different breweries.
Okay. Try 5 more. We'll try 5 more.
Fruits of your labor. This is the other one we just got. Yeah, that was delicious. Yeah, definitely. If you have a peanut allergy, you can't have that because that is 100% actual peanut in there.
Oh yeah,
probably a little extra flavoring too, but
oh yeah,
that is
that is quite delicious.
All right, so we've got a blind tasting we're gonna do.
Yes,
we've got 2 different whiskeys. We've got 2 different scotches. In particular, the Laphroaig 10, which I know pretty well. Like I said, have had at least a bottle of that in my house for the most part ever since we did those Scotch podcasts way long ago. If you want to know what we used to sound like when we used to do podcasts,
but not what we used to look like, because that's audio only.
It's audio only, and when we used to have a guest,
and we had a guest,
10 scotches,
10
yes. Scotches.
From his collection.
It was broken into 2 parts. But we did that all in one sitting.
We did it in one sitting.
We did that in one sitting.
And yes, and I know that he brought us 10, but I have a feeling that was only a very small representation.
If he wants to bring over another representation, I'm fine with doing that.
We're working together at the same store again. Okay. So, who knows?
We need to work that out.
I'm already listening to him. I remember, one of the things I enjoyed working with him is I just listen to him talk about stuff, and then I could get a feel for if I wanted to try something, or also too, that's how you can help people. Even if you haven't had it, you can say, well, somebody I know has tried it.
This guy has.
And he's good.
And he won't shut up about it.
He's good.
No, I'm just kidding. Maybe once we get to cooler weather, maybe we find a way to get a guest in here. Because it's already it's borderline temp in here right now with the 2 of us having things.
Yeah, another 98.6 in here.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Let's, like I said, maybe once it gets, I would consider if you would want to do that. Like we could bring something. I think that would be super fun.
Sure.
Kind of almost like the revisiting or whatever. But
10 odd years later.
Yeah, 10 odd years later and 10 more scotches.
That's right. 10 for 10. We have to wait 10 years, then we'll do another 10.
Exactly. It'll take some while to build up his collection.
Yeah. I don't think it does.
Probably not. It's probably as bad as I am. But anyway, so the Laphroaig 10, we're going to do that one. And the reason we are doing that is because it's an Islay, which has not been directly compared. But there is some talk that this Trader Joe's Scotch whiskey, which runs about $20 retail, correct? It is Finlanagan. I like Finlanagan. Can I talk about
Finlaggan?
Finlanagan. An age statement on that? We could not find one?
Could not find. We can look at the bottle again, but I don't think there is one.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I was going to look at the back. Okay, yeah. So the Finlanagan. So this one has been has been compared to by some customers.
Right.
To Lagavulin.
Correct.
But actually saying it was slightly better because it was not quite as medicinal, not quite as peaty and over the top, which kind of that's what you get out of some of the Islas. That's what they're known for. And then I did research. The link that is actually in chat that HJ that they just brought up, the link that I put there, not for the Trader Joe's one specifically, is actually an article I found where someone was tasting several of the scotches that they have that are Trader Joe's branded, and going through them. And in his research and talking to other people and what people said, there is a lot of history of this one that it actually could be Lagavulin that actually made this one. It could be, was it Balmore? Was the other one, was the option?
Bowmore.
There was look at the article here because some of this stuff we
also it may have at one time.
Bowmore. I'm sorry. Yes, Bowmore.
It may have at one time been Laphroaig as well.
Yeah, and that is also
So
basically
we've read that too.
It has been in the Isla area for some time now.
Yes.
So anyway, I did not have. Unfortunately, my Lagavulin has gone empty. I did not have time to go grab another bottle. So I did have some of the Laphroaig 10. So we're going to compare it to that.
Yeah.
Which I think is actually kind of a nice comparison because you got a $20 bottle compared to about like a $35-ish bottle. It's
probably
depending on where you get it. Like I said, it can be as cheap as $30. Like sometimes Costco actually has the Laphroaig 10 for that price, which I think is a good price for that one. But anyway, so we're going to go grab those. But we're actually going to have do a blind tasting.
Correct.
Not that I have had one recently. Like I said, I don't know, but we want to we want to be able to pick like which one we actually think is better.
No, it's good to do that
kind
without
do
knowing.
on its own merits there. So we're going to take probably a slightly longer break. I'm going to have my wife do what she did last time with the ryes that we had. She will pour both of those, and once it's ready, we'll come back and we will do a little blind tasting of a couple different whiskeys.
So we got a stinger, right? No, the
Stinger. Everybody, you want to see the new stinger that we had put together this week? We will do that. Actually, let me grab Spotify going here. Get a little more Harris Heller action.
Harris Heller, he's been the perfect compliment, I think, to the new stinger. So
yeah. Okay.
Thank God, because he's the only choice we have. But this is is the right album, though.
He's up there. Yeah, it's working. It is working there. All right, we will be right back. So
BRB.
See you in a minute. I don't know if you can adjust the width of a chair.
Well, I have to personally adjust.
Oh, okay. It's mentally. Your spatial adjustment.
My spatial adjustment.
Got it. Sorry for the extra long pause there, but we're getting some things set up. We're still actually waiting for just a minute as some beverages are being poured.
Fortunately, I had Harris Heller to keep you company.
That's true. It is some good times. The Stream Beats Hi-Fi, also another very good playlist. I'm back. You're back at just the right time. We're about to do the Scotch tasting. They are being secretly poured right now. A note is being made on what each one is. We're going to do these completely blind, and then we'll, again, talk a little bit about them.
We have a 50-50 shot. So
yeah, this one's not quite as, even though last week we did get the, 2 weeks? No, last week we got that one perfectly on the nose, right? Wasn't it last? No, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. We did nail that one pretty much. So
yeah, the three. Yeah.
We three scotches. Oh no, that was three. We three ryes.
And then we three rye. And speaking of, Todd was saying that he bought a bottle of the piggyback. That's the 6 year, right?
Oh, cool. Yeah. I like that one.
He got himself some of that. So.
Oh, nice. Has he had that before?
I think he has. Yes.
Okay.
He said it was the only one under how much? Under $50?
It's under $50. Yeah, it's like $46.
I think it's the only Whistle Pig that's under $50. So.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Whistle Pig is really good though. I like it. Yes, the piggyback that one is really good. I like a lot of the rye whiskeys. I think Whistle Pig does some amazing stuff. I have been lucky enough to have some of their higher end things at a local whiskey shop that we've got here. Batch here in Tucson is super amazing selection of things. I've had some good pours there, as they say. But yeah, so we're gonna do another podcast. I think it'll be I think this won't be too bad to edit. Like, how do we as long as we can frame it quickly enough? I think I could probably chop this into something smaller. I think it might be
however you want to do it.
I think as long as we just kind of, we'll just say
we're trying a couple of Isla Scotches.
Yep. These are the two that we're trying.
One is Trader Joe's.
We don't know which one is which because we want to see if it actually is worth the difference. And yeah, I think we can do that.
Yeah, we're going to see how they compare.
I think that will work. Oops, I left my phone in my pocket. Wait.
Is the pouring ready? Is she done?
No, I haven't seen a text yet. Okay, we're all right. I just saw
How many
did
we ask her to pour?
I think she's pouring some extra for herself. I think
could be. She's going around to the neighbors. Here, everyone.
She's checking.
Here's what
seeing if
Keith and
anyone else
Andrew are trying.
What's the price difference between the two? Okay, so the Trader Joe's is $20, and the Lagavulin. See, now I'm going to get that mixed up. The Laphroaig. The Laphroaig 10 is usually around 35 to 40 tops, like usually around 35, 36. You can find it as cheap as 30 at our local Costco. Like I said, usually a lot of times that they will have it available at a good price. But yeah, usually I would say 30. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't keep guessing. Let's just look at our local total, and that's the price we will call. Unless, do you guys have that at Trader Joe's as well?
We do not sell. No, we have the Laphroaig, but it's the cask strength or whatever that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we do have a Laphroaig.
Yeah, which one?
That's the more expensive one.
Okay, done. My pours were a little off. That's the text I just got. Will there be enough left for your taste if she pours herself first? No, there will not be.
No.
As we discussed, my wife likes a heavy pour when it comes to her whiskey. Let's Laphroaig 10 specifically. So 37, we'll call it.
No, of course not.
We are talking about you.
Oh, no.
So which one do you have? The cask? Do you have this one? 10-year cask strength?
We have one that it comes in a container like that, actually, but it's not that red band. But
That
we
one's
don't sell
sherry.
it. We don't sell it for $90.
Okay, there's a couple more
Maybe
here. We're going
we
to look right
do
now.
have a
What? Never.
Huh?
Select quarter cask. Do you have the quarter cask?
No, we don't have the quarter cask.
10-year
We don't
cask
have
strength?
that. No, this is one we have. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
$600.
25 here, my
Yeah.
ass.
Maybe we do have the quarter cask. You know what? Maybe we do.
How much is it?
It's right about that. So
Okay. So do you think it is
Yeah.
the quarter cask?
I think it might be actually.
I might need it.
I'll have to. I will double check tomorrow.
Okay.
But
I
I
would
know
like-
we have a Laphroaig.
I would like to try the cask strength.
L.A. Froig.
The 10-year at cask. I would like to try that like next time, but it's
I will
quite a
let
leap.
you. Yeah.
You go from 10-year, which is $37,
$37.
about up to $89 for the cask strength. I don't even know what I think it's a. I don't know what the. Oh,
the Phil Collins.
nice.
The Collins
All
cam.
right, why is this not working? I just want to know. Okay.
Something went wrong. Something
Fine. Total
went
Wine is being super
wrong.
rude.
Okay, that's all right.
Better than a quarter casket. That is true.
Oh yes. Oh my
Although
gosh.
Billy Barty would probably be okay with a quarter casket.
Quarter casket. Yeah, no, we don't want to. Yeah, not. Yeah, better a quarter casket. That was good. Yeah, that was good. That deserved that.
All right. Sorry. This is going down.
We hadn't heard from Pocket in a while, so I thought
Going down
maybe a lot of times that means she's like in game. There's 4 friends that are on, and there's lots of things going on. So
Total
that
Wine
was
site
good
is
for her to
being
join.
funny right now.
So yay.
Anything working? Yeah, their search isn't working. Never mind. Are we still on the air? Are we on the air?
Are we
Can you
on?
hear me? Is this thing on?
Is this thing
on? Yep, says we're okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Oh, yep, we're all right.
We're on.
I don't know. Anyway,
Well, yeah, we're still
I'd like to
getting
try that one.
responses.
I was
so.
trying to find out what the cask strength was. Oh, you know what? I'm at Laphroaig's website. Maybe I should just look there. Portland wine.
Then you have to
10-year
change it
cask
into-
strength.
That's a euro.
So
I think,
120. So it's 120 proof.
Hot mic.
Hot mic. In a game with
Party of five.
but
That's
still
what I
missing.
thought. Yes. No. Well, thank you.
So you've got Jennifer Love Hewitt, and you've got
Party of 5.
Is that Party
and
of 5?
she's
Am I making the right
playing
reference
and
there?
came up with better than a quarter casket. So that's good.
A tisket and a tasket.
Appreciate that.
So 120 proof. So you go up from 80, you go up to 100. So you get 40 more proof for like $60 more. Is that worth it? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out someday. Maybe if I get another Total Wine gift card.
Someday, yes.
That's actually what my son wants for his birthday is Total Wine gift cards. I don't know if you know this.
Wow. Okay. He can't use them yet.
Can't use them yet. That's why I will have to use them for him. All right. Our pours are ready. I'm going to go grab those.
Grab the
I
pours.
just hit my knee. I'll be okay.
Ouch. I burned my tongue. Ouch. I burned my tongue. Do you need an extra set of hands there? Okay. All right. Yeah, so this is this particular Scotch is one I've heard from several customers about. So it piqued our curiosity, and so we're going to do a little comparison here. And Andrew is getting the prepared samples, prepared pours, drams, also they are called.
And right. So
Okay, left and right.
Yep.
Okay.
the left is About Beverages. Glencairn.
Oh yes. Oh wow. You can't probably see that, but you can go to our website, AboutBeverages.com. We do have a link there, and I think also in the Twitter feed.
Yep.
This is the Glencairn glass, which is kind of the gold standard for sipping whiskey for sure. And
Most
you can get it
definitely.
with the About Beverages logo, laser etched right on there.
Yeah,
You know,
it ships directly from Glencairn. They
Yeah.
were kind enough to work with us about getting our logo on there. Ships right from them. It's the exact cost. We don't add anything onto it. If you do happen to get the glasses and if you do like them, all we ask is that if you are on social media, please tweet out about it. Throw some little things there. Those are some baby pours. Yeah, maybe if you put all 4 of these together, it'd be one Rachel pour. Sorry. All right, we're done with those
Should we
jokes.
move
today.
these off?
Yeah, I guess.
Still
yeah, we
left
can-
and right. Okay.
Yep,
All right.
just keep them left and right.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll try and see if we can turn this into a podcast. If not, no matter what, this entire archive always goes back up on YouTube. Just check out the following Tuesday. If you missed any of the show, want to see some of the things we talked about, other beers, other things, the wine water, which is hilarious now the more I think about it. If you want to check out any of that stuff, just check out next Tuesday on YouTube, and you can find the full podcast up there. So we have been told by a good source that Trader Joe's has a scotch that competes with some of the best.
Well, I've been told
and that source is one guy that walked into Trader Joe's and bought a lot of this.
That's right.
How much did he buy?
And others have said that. Well, he bought a case.
Which is
12 bottles.
Okay.
And then I had somebody else buy 3 or 4.
Okay.
And also give a very sterling testimony to that as well.
And I will be honest, I did some research on the scotch we're about to have today, and we're actually going to blind compare this to another scotch to see kind of where it hits. But I did find some other, and it was pretty glowing reviews on this, so this is not just completely just out of turn. So we've got 2 different Islay scotches for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverages that we're about today, specifically, though, the primary one is the Trader Joe's Finlagen Islay Scotch. And then we're going to be comparing it to the Laphroaig Islay 10-year Scotch.
Now, we were looking earlier. There are no age statements, we believe, on the Finlagen of any kind. Just note, there's tasting notes on the back, so I'm not going to look at that. I do not see that mentioned anywhere else. Both of these are 80 proof, so the proof is the same. The Laphroaig comes in usually around $37 unless you find a better deal on it.
Right.
And this one tips in at
$20 or $19.99.
$19.99. Okay. This one has actually been compared, at least by some we've seen, to Lagavulin.
We're not specifying which Lagavulin. Lagavulin
that's correct.
has a range in price and quality and taste. The quality is always good, but there's going to be a variance in the taste. It's been compared to that. We've heard that maybe this at one time was made by Laphroaig. We've heard that maybe that one time this was made by Bowmore. So there's a lot of speculation also that this is made by Lagavulin, and it's indeed a Lagavulin wine, scotch. So
depending on who you talk to, there's a lot of, because but it's in that they're both Islays, and like slightly similar price ranges. So we think this is going to be kind of an interesting taste test.
Right.
I had my wife pour these as we were taking a break. So we do not know which is in which, but we do have them both left to right. So we'll kind of kind of start going through the process here really quick. Surprisingly similar in color. I'd say the one on the left is a little darker.
It's darker, I would say the one on the left is
just
darker.
a little bit darker.
Yep, a little more brown in that, whereas there's more yellow on the right.
A little more light, but both kind of in that honey colored kind of area, which you'd expect. But yeah, so we go to the left first.
Oh yeah, to the left. To the left. Okay, so we're going to edit.
Yeah, I figured this would be. I figured since we're trying 2 different things here, I figured we'd try and be as concise as possible.
Okay,
so that's why I was like making sure I kind of had my thoughts. Okay.
I'm gonna go sniff, right?
Oh, what's that?
Are we going to go sniff, compare sniffs? Or are we going to go...
Oh, how do you want to do that?
Are we going all the way through this one first?
That's a good question. I think we go all the way through this. Like, as long as we can be fairly, like, we can be like... Because I said, let's the one on the left. So it's like, all right, we get this, to that, and the other. All right, now let's try the one on the right.
Okay.
Then we can kind of... Once we hit the right one, then we can kind of come back and compare quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, but like not... obviously we don't want to go too long. Go all the way!
I like the balance of there's nice peat, and I get some good sea spray in there.
Mm-hmm.
It smells good.
Yeah, it does smell good. Like it definitely, it's that fairly strong peat, almost kind of going into the slightly medicinal, which you kind of get out of either, when you're talking about an Islay. the nose, even though it's only 80 proof, it's kind of a sharp bit of heat too.
Yeah.
I think the alcohol definitely kind of comes through, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of carried along. But yeah, I would agree. Overall, fairly well balanced. But yeah, good nose.
Yeah.
There's something on the end I can't quite discern. That's like a little extra, like just kind of sweet on the finish. But
Like
I
a
can't
little
quite,
caramel, a little something. Yeah.
something else. Yeah. Just right there
Gives
at
it
the
a nice
end.
little higher note there.
Yeah. All right. On to the one on the right. Let's check out the nose on this one, and then we'll kind of compare the two.
Okay. Okay, I thought you wanted to go all the way through the first one. No, sniff, taste.
Oh,
That's what I thought you
I
were
hadn't
saying.
thought about that. Atheism said all the way.
This is what I was thinking. Go.
Oh, okay.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
okay,
So
all right,
we
good.
actually were on the same
Okay,
page.
all right,
Okay.
good.
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. This one has an even stronger alcohol hit. Like to me, like it
Okay.
really kind of opens up my nasal passages a little bit. It has some of the smoke, but less than the first one, and it's like more vegetal. Like there's that kind of like there's some sort of like light herbaceousness kind of going on in there. I'm getting less sweet on the finish, and it's just like a little bit more
Oh, see, I
like
was.
well, actually a little more like campfire smoke on the end. It's not as I'm getting less of the sea spray.
Definitely less of the sea spray. I don't get nearly as much smoky peaty in this one, in the second one.
It's a different smoky peat. Like to me, this is almost like more like and not quite the same, but it's in that ballpark of like the Del Bach, that mesquite. It's like a mesquite kind of smoke as opposed to like a like I said, the other kind of smoke. Which is really interesting. I did not think these were going to smell that different. So this is really fascinating
They're very
to me.
different.
Yeah, this is really fascinating to me.
And to me, this one has a little more fruit to it almost. It has just more of that. Almost like it's going to sound weird. The like whiskey aroma. It's more
Interesting.
I don't get.
Yeah, there's and when you take a deep breath, like I said, this one just kind of has this little sharp hit at the end, which kind of opens up my nasal, like the alcohol or something, even both the same proof. Yeah, the smokiness that's in there is almost like either campfire, mesquite, cigarette. Like it's that kind of like smokiness that's at the end there.
Okay, but I don't think it's nearly as strong as.
It's different though.
It's
That's what I'm saying. It's different.
No, it's different.
It's different.
I have to really search for it in this one.
Okay, I don't have to search for it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's because I just like this aroma so much
I definitely.
But
I think I like the aroma on the left better.
that I'm like,
I think.
ooh, I like that aroma, and then this one I'm like, this smells.
There's a
more
nice
like,
balance. This has a.
This just smells more like whiskey to me, like whiskey.
Okay.
Which
all
it
right.
is. Scotch
All right.
is a-
All right, Podna. Should we sip on the first
Scotch
one?
is a whiskey.
All right. Should we go taste the first one? Is that you want to
Sure.
go back that way? All right.
Yeah.
We will go to the taste on the left one. Separate sniffs. That's right. It's gonna be our new terminology.
But for now, we'll go on sniffing.
It could be a new shirt.
Separate sniffs. Separate sniffs.
No, new shirt.
My sniff is separate from his.
2 whiskeys, 1 snifter.
2 whiskeys, 1 sniff. Wait, what? 2 sniffs, 1 whiskey.
2 sniffs, 1 whiskey.
2 sniffs.
Oh God. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Excuse me, that went down the wrong pipe. I think that one definitely everything you picked up on in the taste or in the aroma comes through in the taste.
Yeah.
Like I said, that smoke is there. The peat, that sea spray, all of those kind of things. There's actually a nice unctuousness kind of to the body a little bit. That there's some savory in there. The finish is pretty short. Like I said, that's kind of I think what you get out of some of these lesser aged whiskeys in general when it comes to scotches. So like I said, I wish there was a little more there, but good flavor in the front, just good overall, just good solid scotch.
I'm getting the sea spray and smokiness hanging around with me a little bit. I do. Yeah, I pick up on that. I'm definitely feeling some heat. And yeah,
which is weird
40,
again. It's like an 80 proof. Like it's
But okay.
All right.
I like it.
Let's go to the right. Should I have grabbed water?
We only have 2.
Okay. Are you sure?
I mean, if you want.
I'm just saying. Only 80 proof. Yeah, kind of surprising that it's only 80 proof, I'm be honest.
Both.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Surprised you allowed these in the house. Yeah, if it's not Willett or things, if it's not bottled in bond, Litha wants no part of it.
Get it out of my house.
What do you can't be Matumbo all of a sudden? Not in my house.
That's what. Yeah. Less than 80 proof. Not in my house.
Less than 100 proof. Not in my house.
Not in my house.
That would actually be pretty good. That's not bad.
Not in my house.
Not in my house. To get me Matumbo when he's given it less than 100 proof bourbon. All right, you ready?
Yeah. So the smoke is there. It's lower though. I don't know why. To me, it's lower, and it's there's not as much of it. I get it on the after, like at the
kind of comes back forward a little bit.
Yeah, it comes back. To me, there's like a little light. Fruit's not quite well. Yeah, there's a fruit to this that kind of or some sort of sweetness, but it's not a honey sweetness but there's something in there that comes through for me.
There is, like I said, I'm not really getting as much fruit. Like I said, I'm getting the kind of like the puff of smoke that I was talking about. It's still kind of in that same vein as like a mesquite cigarette, kind of like ashy, like it's that kind of smoke. And then there's something that's kind of medicinal that's coming back forward a little bit on my tongue. Okay. That's kind of like acrid's a little too far, but it's like something in that range. Like it's just kind of, it almost makes my tongue feel slightly numb. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of tingly.
It's spicy. It's like a cinnamon.
Yeah, it's
spice.
a little spicy,
Heat.
but yeah, it's something. It's different than that. It's like more of, as opposed to actually like a flavored spice. It's more of like, oh, you just gave me some of the capsaicin. Like it's like that kind of like where I'm just getting the heat. Feeling of that. Yeah, but yeah, kind of one note, a little more bland.
Yep.
I'm thinking Laphroaig is the one on the left. I'm going to be shocked if it's not. But I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Just because I think that I like that one, so I like the one on the left. Better.
I like the one.
I like the one on the left
well.
better. So I'm going to assume that is Laphroaig. But if I'm wrong, then like I said, then Trader Joe's has made a really good value then, because I think there's definitely whatever is in the left is a lot more of a better. Like I said, I think a better flavor profile.
Because I like the sea spray. I like the peat that's in there.
Yeah,
I like that. The body. This actually is not. The body's not bad in the second one. It's not as good as in the first one, I don't think. So, yeah, I like the first one better myself, but I have no idea which one is which.
That's just my guess, just based on that I think of the one that I like. So, all right, let's open it up and see what we... Oops, I ripped it.
Oh, she taped it and everything.
I know. She really didn't want me to
sealed
cheat.
It with a kiss.
Oh, wow. The left was the Finn Lanigan.
Really?
Wow. Okay. The right was the Laphroaig. Okay. So we like the Trader Joe's one better. Shocking. Yeah, by like a lot. Like I said, I honestly, the one on the right...
getting, it's funny because it's deceiving, because I remember when
I thought maybe, honestly, when I initially looked at it, I thought the one on the left was the Finn, because it's darker.
The color.
So I was doing that.
Because that's in a green bottle.
Yeah, and that was kind of what I thought too.
Yeah. Well, and I remember when we did the 3 blind tests on the rye a couple weeks ago, I remember thinking that the one I brought over was the darkest of the 3. And it turns out it was the lightest when they were poured.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
That's
thinking,
true.
oh, mine's the darkest, so that's mine. And then, or the one I brought. Not
Oh,
mine,
yeah,
but, but so today, as we sat down, I'm like, oh, the one on the left's the darkest. It's got to be the Finlagen.
Yeah, and that was what I thought too. As soon as we sat down and I smelled, I was like, "Oh, that's good." And I was like, "Well, this one's not as good." But there was something at the end of this that also did make me initially, before I smelled this one and I had kind of like my feelings about this one not being as good, the Laphroaig that's on the right. When I was tasting this one, like basically everything told me this was the Trader Joe's one until I tasted this one. And then I thought, well, this one doesn't taste as good. So sadly, I thought that that's probably the Trader Joe's one, because in this, there was a flavor at the end in the Space Side that you've given me and some other ones. That was that thing I couldn't put my finger on.
Oh, okay.
But there is a taste of flavor of Trader Joe's Scotch that I have had that is like, it's just like,
interesting.
And so I tasted that and I was like, oh, that's definitely that one. But then it was like, when we went back and forth, I was like, well, that can't be, because that one seems like very. No, I don't think this one is aged near as long. But no, I would definitely pick the one on the left. So save yourself $17, in my opinion.
Well, 20. I bought it, so you'll get.
I know I will, but for everyone out there, as we're doing this podcast,
I know what you're saying.
They don't get the Trader Joe's.
No, I hear. Okay, I was thinking 17 is what. I get it now.
Yeah,
okay.
Save
yourself
price.
17.
Yeah,
yes,
save yourself $17. And between
between these two, correct.
I don't think this one would hold up the Lagavulin. So I'm shocked if someone says that.
Interesting,
because that one is definitely a completely kind of different flavor profile. I think this is actually a decent comparison. But yeah, like I said, no, going back and forth between these two, I definitely would pick the Trader Joe's.
The 10-year Lagavulin would be what we'd want to compare it to this, right?
If they, I'd have
16.
to look to see if. I mean, I know they have 11-year of some different ones, and like I said,
11,
the 16 is the one you usually always hear the talk about that you can.
That's the Swanson Gold standard.
Yeah, exactly. The Swanson standard. But if you want to look for any of the other scotches that we have had previously, or let us know if you have had this scotch before or some other ones, either from Trader Joe's or what else we should be trying, or maybe a better comparison, definitely follow and subscribe on YouTube. Is a wonderful place to comment down below. Let us know what you think of this podcast. Do you like these kind of blind tastings where, for once, actually on this one, we're completely fooled?
Yeah.
Or would you rather not and just pick one thing and just do that? Let us know in the comments. We'd appreciate it. If you want everything that we have ever done, you can always go to the website, AboutBeverages.com, and that is a great place to see all of our podcast videos, reviews, tastings, and news stories, articles. All that stuff is there on the website.
Yes.
If you only want the audio version of all of these things, we get it. It's totally understandable. You can find that on all of your finer podcast outlets, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes. Just check out any one of those, and you'll be pretty happy to do so, I think, because you can save yourself having to look at these guys.
And you can listen in the car.
That too. You could listen in a vehicle, on a bike ride.
Right.
If you had a Surrey with a fringe on top,
right,
and you're riding down the road,
absolutely,
and you're in Coronado Island, you're just taking a nice ride.
You could do that.
You could do all these things.
You could bring us along to Coronado Island.
Bring us along on your romantic outing.
That's right.
That's exactly what you want. And also what you want are the 3 pillars of social media.
The 3 pillars of social media being... What are they? Oh, wait. Instagram. No, I know.
You've already forgotten.
TikTok and Twitter, which is the one we use most often, like tonight, when I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific. We get together, we hang out with everybody, we chat beverages, we talk pop things, sports, all kinds of stuff. And then throughout the week, Andrew is gaming. And he's going to let you know what he's going to be gaming. He's going to let you know what he's going to be enjoying while he's doing that. And yeah, for all the latest at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether you like it or not,
you should give it a shot. I almost said a blind shot.
I know, that probably sounded bad.
Yeah,
in my head, it was like, could I lead into you with something else there? And I couldn't think of anything. I was like, I probably just use normal.
Yeah, the more I tasted this... The more
this is how unsure I am. I think we can tell actually by the
out in the Surrey.
My hands smell like peat. Wait, when you say your hands smell like peat, are you talking about?
Do you mean they smell
they smell
Handsome Pete?
Arr, that's Handsome Pete. He dances for nickels.
He smells
Pete,
on my fingers.
You got some customers.
You don't want your hands to smell like that, Pete.
Oh, God.
My hands smell like Handsome Pete.
They smell like they've been on Handsome Pete.
While he was dancing for nickels.
And actually, speaking of Handsome Pete, we are lucky enough to be one of the affiliates that they have opened up the beta program to. If you are just now a follower of About Beverages, you don't even have to be subscribed. As long as you follow the channel, you actually have a new emote that is just yours, just for following the channel.
Whoa. Okay.
I added it today. I saw that we actually had been accepted into the little beta program, which I'm sure a lot of people have. Follower emotes, only can be used in my channel. Interesting. That is, oops, take that back. They can only be used in the About Beverages channel. That is interesting. But he's been brought back right there.
Oh,
Handsome Pete has been brought back.
Handsome Pete emote.
Yeah, I've got to get some more emotes made. We can actually have up to 5 follower emotes. So if you're a follower of the channel, and when you're in the channel, you can actually use those and not have to be a subscriber. So that's one of the new little things that they've added.
All right. Yeah, I definitely, it's funny, as I was tasting this, I was like, oh gosh, this is not going a good way. But I had to admit, I like the one on the left better.
I did too. Like,
this is just such a different aroma to me. I mean, I know I really have to work to get the smoke out of that. It just
that sounds dirty as hell. I got to work to get the smoke out of there.
Got to work to get the smoke out. It's there. It's at the end, but it is there. It is there. It's just not as ingrained.
Yeah.
So there's a certain Trader Joe's Scotchness quality that you...
I know that sounds dumb, but honestly, 100%, like I said, if I had not been, and this sounds bad, like I said, but honestly, I was like, oh, well, the better one's probably going to be that one because it's 10-year age, all that stuff. So that was my bias. So that's good that we did the blind tasting of this. Yeah. I honestly, in tasting that first one, I was like, oh, this is still really good. And then there is a flavor, and I wish I could describe it better. It's very, like I said, there's an extra little sweetness. It's like, I feel like that it's like almost being used maybe to slightly cover up something else, but it's been in the Space Side. It's been in like the couple other ones and I've even tasted that in some of the other bourbons that like, it's literally like a flavor that permeates. Okay. And again, it's probably just because I know maybe it's a Trader Joe's. Like maybe now I've picked up on that a little bit, but I totally got that in the first one. And like everything in my head told me it should be that one. That I should have just said that one's better and that one's the Finlagen. But I was like, well, that one tastes better. It can't, so. Yeah. No, that's like
we have a 10-year Highland if you want to try that for $25.
Who supposedly makes that one?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Von Kruger's, I think.
Von Kruger's. Is it aged in styrofoam kegs?
Aged in styrofoam kegs for 10 years.
You need to find like the thing on that. Well, yeah, you can. Will you be seeing Fitz tomorrow?
I will be seeing Fitz tomorrow.
You should let him know that we picked this over.
Oh, no, he said I'll be interested to hear what you guys have to say about that. So, yeah. Yep.
Although, like I said, when I did the Scotch mules that I was doing, I actually did use the Laphroaig 10-year, and it worked very well in that because a lot of those smoky flavors just kind of came out. But I have gone back to that and had that just as a dram, had a finger or two, as they say.
Whoa. And then you drank some.
That's right. Then I drank some. Jesus Christ. But yeah, and having that one, it is definitely one of my. That particular vintage is one of my least favorite, whereas like either the quarter cask or the triple wood, which HJ had gotten me at some point when that was probably one of my favorites.
And sweetness. And there was a sweetness I was getting out of this that I thought was fruit at first. I wasn't getting that.
Yeah, the triple wood, that is, like I said, still to this day, like one of my favorites. That one's really good when you can find it.
Yeah, that's funny. This is more leading with smoke, and this is more ending with smoke to me.
Yeah,
it's just the different positioning of the flavor profiles.
Yeah, that is.
Okay,
that's interesting.
Can I interest you in a bottle of Scotch?
I can't find Pete. It should be.
Oh, maybe it's not available though.
No, he
should. Because you just did it.
No. I think they're talking about the emote. Okay. The emote should be there. It should be like considered a follower emote, which should just be a part of like the collection if it shows up. If it's not, I'll have to look and figure out what's going on.
I can't find Pete.
I just added that earlier.
You hate saying that when you're having a smoky, peaty scotch.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to say that.
Like you're saying if you're in a intensive session of
I can't find
some
peat.
passion,
Yeah.
a night of passion, you can't find
I
peat.
can't find peat.
I can't find peat.
Peat is not around. Peat has not risen to the... Wait, no.
Wow. Okay.
Pour yourself some more, huh?
Just want to I'm honestly,
You're
my
still
brain is
intrigued.
kind of blown right now. Like I'm going back and forth thinking like, wait, was the same thing poured in both of these? I wish it did have an age statement. It says old,
I'll
old
take a
reserve.
look. I'll check the info sheet out tomorrow, and I'll text you if I've got any information on it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to.
It talks about Finlagen Castle, which I guess there actually isn't a Finlagen Castle, but it's just some sort of lore.
Well, I have been duped.
I know. It's made at the castle of Finlagen. Finlagen?
Yeah, it's funny going back like now, way back and forth and pouring. There's like just so much like more like the sweet that's in there. There's like that hits.
Is that the...
This is the Finlagen. I know
Finlagen,
they're
okay.
switched, but it's because
Okay.
I poured them in kind of different things.
Oh, I was able to
I should have grabbed that space side.
switch. You still have some of that? The 8-year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I was able to switch, so I'll get off at 5 next Saturday. So
Oh,
I'll
nice.
be over a little bit after that. So
Were you usually getting off later than that?
actually,
You're like, no, I
had
was
a-
going to get off at 3 and
Yeah,
I made it at 5.
I had a
It's like,
6
wow,
o'clock
you
shift.
bastard.
No, I had a 6 o'clock shift. So yes,
Yeah, God, what a dick.
yeah, I was off at 2. I could have been here on time, but
Requested
no.
to come later.
I'm requesting to come later, just so you know. That's the way we roll.
Yeah, that is. I definitely I like that one better for sure. That is 100%. All right, so we have been. You were already saying we started. This rarely happens. We literally started out the show before the show even started, and Keith looked at me and said, "I already know what I want to do next week."
Well,
I was
I
like,
have a- I have a
"Really?"
thought.
And he
I
was
have a
like,
thought.
"I know exactly what I want to do. This is what we're doing. I don't care what you want to do. This is what's going on." So tell
Well,
me.
no,
what
I have
that
a
is.
thought. If you
Oh,
want
okay.
to, we have
Well,
a
you know I'm always down for that.
we have a Vino Verde white wine that is $7.99, and
Okay.
it supposedly has gotten a 90 rating from a guy who used to actually work for the Wine Spectator. He's out on his own doing his own thing. He's given it a 90.
What is it called? Former Wine Spectator Presents, or
His name is James Suckling, which I think is a funny name. He's a world-renowned wine reviewer.
Okay.
Anyways, it gets it's $8. It gets a high review, and I thought we could I could get a bottle of that and a bottle of the Vino Verde. We could do them side by side again if we want. I thought, or we can just reference our previous podcast, which we have done on
Reference our
the
previous Vino
our
Verde.
previous Vino Verde. But I thought it might be fun to do another blind. So,
Why have you been so inspired for the wine lately?
well, that was one I was thinking about doing even.
Oh, was that anyway? You were thinking
Yeah,
about?
earlier, like even last week, it kind of came to me. I was like, we should try those.
Came to you in a dream.
Well, because I've only I think I've only had the one Vino Verde. What's that? What's that?
I'm with you. The shaking of your head after Keith said his name. Now I don't know what that's referencing.
Where is that? What is that? Yeah,
I
what
don't
do we?
know. I don't know.
That's
know.
Hi, Baker's daughter. That's the plan. I'm with you. The shaking of your head after Keith said his name.
We're reading too much into it.
Did I say whose name? So no, I was there, but wine in general, even just from working a couple
Oh,
days
sure.
with Fitz, yes, has been.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's like, oh, have you tried this? Have you tried? I'm like, I haven't been drinking a lot of wine lately, but he was saying his wife's. I said I've been into beer, and he said, well, my wife drinks wine, so I'm trying a few things. So
Okay.
Yes.
Are you sure that's the only reason?
What?
I'm just kidding. No.
Okay.
So that's the most recent
What,
of the wines that you've been having. Like I said, has been that.
I haven't really had anything lately.
You haven't really had anything? No.
Wine?
Yeah.
No.
No? Really? Interesting.
Since are you? Am I? Well, I had when we were on vacation. I had a little. Well, I think I told you about that. I had
Yeah,
the
we were talking
Sauvignon
about that
Blanc.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So I
had
didn't know if
those.
that was starting to get you in, because it's always usually the lighter wines, especially right now too.
Right.
So we've had
Right.
previously the other Vino Verde, right? Is that the one we did? The Trader Joe's.
Trader
one?
Joe's. Yes.
Okay.
Spiral,
We did
Spiral.
a couple of them. What was the? Didn't we do a couple Vino Verdes? Didn't we do like back to back? Or was it just different vintages?
No, that was the white wine, the Adeline, the Verdejo. We did two. We did we compared the 17 and the 18. The
Okay.
the Adeline Verdeo. This is the Spiral Vino Verde, which we have done before on the podcast, but we haven't compared it to anything.
Okay.
So, yes.
Well, I'm always down for, like I said, because those were actually quite delicious last time. I enjoyed those quite a bit. That was opening my eyes to something. Obviously, I've got several beers we could have. I don't know if I have. You know, we haven't actually done we actually have not done a podcast on the E.H. Taylor small batch that I have finally now. Maybe we do a podcast on that too. We could get another good old fashioned another whiskey going there. But so we've got some ideas.
We have
some wine,
thoughts.
some beer, some whiskey. Shocking. Those are the things that we'd be gravitating for. Are there any other versions of that wine water?
There's a rosé.
A rosé? A rosé, you say?
A rosé. A rose.
Okay.
It looks like it says rose water, but it's rosé.
Oh, that's what they went for.
Yeah.
You did miss the whiskey. We just finished that up. So we did a comparison between the actually, no, I'll hit the button for you. Boop. Take a second there. We did a comparison between the Laphroaig 10-year Scotch and the Finlagen Islay Scotch from Trader Joe's. And shockingly, we did a blind taste test. We both picked the Finlagen.
That is correct. We both like that better.
So save yourself $17 and pick that one up if you're interested in the Scotch. It was, like I said, it was, had some smoke, had some sea spray, had a little sweet in there. It was actually just gonna have to YouTube it. It will be there, of course. Of course. A shameless plug. All right, I'll hit the shameless plug. You're too kind, Berserker. It's so good to see you here. Sorry you're late. That is not a problem, though. That is not a problem. It's good that you just
through the magic of the internet, you can go back and see it.
You'll be going in the archives, of course.
That's right.
But yeah, we will put that up next Tuesday. Also, you can watch the VOD too if you want to really desperately scroll back through. You can watch the VOD. But yeah, I was honestly shocked. Everything in my brain told me that the glass that we had that we were blind tasting on the left was the Finlagen, but I was like, well, that one tastes a lot better. It's got to be the Laphroaig, and it wasn't. I was kind of surprised in that regard. So definitely is worth looking for if you were looking for a Scotch. I think it's worth trying, especially at that price. Like for $20, that's not, that's like what you can just take out of the ATM at any moment.
That's true. It's true.
It's that perfect price point. All right. We are going to be wrapping things up. Thank you guys so much for being here again. Thank you so much to Hannah for the raid earlier, if she's still here. Also for the gifted sub to Atheism. Thank you for Atheism for being here. Atheism has been my friend for many. Thank you for being here. Everybody else that followed the channel earlier, everybody that's been hanging out all night, thank you so much. Wonderful support. Always greatly appreciated. I will be back on again tomorrow. Usual time, 9 a.m. Pacific at noon Eastern, doing probably some Destiny stuff, maybe Mass Effect. I'm not sure which. But yeah, that is a plan. But we'll be back together next week. It sounds like some wine, some whiskey.
We got some ideas.
Be some beer of some sort. I'm sorry to open the thing up again. Sorry again. Hope you Bevy Bois are doing well. The Bevy boys. Bevy Bois.
We are.
I was almost French there. Bevy Bois.
Yeah, that was close.
But yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you for being here. We're going to do a quick raid. We're going to go raid Jav. He's playing some Tribes of Midgard, which is a very cool Viking game. Berserker, perfect timing that you're in here. Have you seen this Viking game? You need to see it. It looks really cool. Isometric, over the top. It's run-based. It's, like I said, a lot of different things going on there. If you've not seen it, you should check this out. I think you might like it. I need to play this game as well. So we're going to raid Jav. Go say hi to him. He is super nice. Always. You had me at Vikings, 100%. He has always been a huge supporter of the channel and is just a great guy in general. So please go check him out. But again, we'll have a great rest of your evening. Whoops. That's going. Actually, I don't know what's going to happen here. I haven't set this one up before. Let's see.
Good night, everyone. Thank you very much. We will see you next week. You'll see him tomorrow.
That's right. Good night, everybody. Have a great evening. Be safe.